Look, it's a flood.
It's a flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
I'm thinking about making my next intro song for like my next big show. Like a rock song.
A rock song. You said that like it was like the
right.
most...
No.
Remember, I expect
me
you
like-
it is within, I've got concepts of an intro, so
They call it a rock song.
No,
A rock
fuck y'all.
song.
have you guys heard of
That was...
It's
been
not
around
even that, but
40
it's just
years
not
ago.
normal for me. Y'all know
You
me.
remember when Lil
You know,
Wayne
I put a
discovered
lot of
rock
thought into
music
this.
and how
What you
that
gonna
turned
think?
out?
That song that I put in the group chat that one time.
I don't remember.
And you was like, oh, he's venturing into white yacht music.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
Lord.
hey, y'all music slap though.
You need,
y'all
you
rock
need to
slap.
consult with me on this decision.
This is great. This is
I'll get you a good rock song
Jamar,
intro.
don't even. I got a whole
Hold on,
playlist
I just
of
gotta say.
white people rock music.
the only
honestly,
thing
I'm
I
not gonna
asked-
lie. I would rather
Doc,
go
Doc.
with the black dude who's involved in the white community than the white one who's involved in the black one.
Jamar's interest in rock music is rising up. We have to start the intro at some point.
I mean, you could have just hit it.
All right.
Hit it! Welcome
Rising up.
Welcome back, welcome back,
And
welcome back
crashing through.
to your favorite weekly pop culture digest. This is Doc,
And Ziggy.
and we are the
The
Flood.
Flood.
That's right, taking our pop perspective
Put the culture in context.
and make the mainstream make sense.
Because if we do not make sense, we don't make dollars. Hello.
Harmony.
And we are here joined by all three of Mobtown Comedy.
Finest.
Returning each one of them, we have Zach Zwegil,
What's up?
Jamar Taylor,
What it is.
and Teddy K.
What's up?
Teddy sounds so excited.
Why
to
does
be
nigga
here,
put
bro.
his sultry voice on?
Yeah.
This nigga answered.
This
it.
nigga
feel
hit
like-
one of the quietest.
Honestly,
voice.
Teddy Pendergrass.
This rose is like just making me feel very light skinned right now.
Yes.
Hey.
This nigga
Yes.
leaned back on the fucking couch and said, "Quiet Storm Radio."
Welcome to the Flood. The exact opposite of the intro,
Welcome.
right?
Doc and Ziggy.
You supposed to match the energy. He said,
Mobtown
"No, I
Comedy.
want to be the contrast. I want to stand down."
You know
Your
how Te-
first Tiny Desk podcast.
You know
brought
how
to you
Teddy-
by NPR.
You know how Teddy said, "What's up?" That's my Michelle.
Well, I hope you three are well aware why we have chosen to invite you on the pod for the end of this season on America.
My man hit y'all
You
with
think this
the
is like
evil
the-
villain.
you
I'm
think this
sure
is
you all
season
know
finale?
why I brought you here.
I'm sure you all know why you're here.
This season of America is ending.
Gotham has grown too big for you.
Can I unsubscribe?
America?
To what?
It's just
But no, we needed an odd number
You're
of
in the
votes
army.
because on this season of America, we have to give out some awards.
Are there awards to give out for America this year?
Yes, there are people who have done such outrageous shit that we have deemed giving awards is necessary.
Yes.
How do y'all feel about award shows? Do we still think
I grew up on them.
Do we?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
watched
I
it a
think
lot.
most of us did, right?
My
Like from
parents,
the Oscars,
Kids' Choice Award?
No,
Kids' Choice.
not even that. The most
Kids'
iconic
Choice
moment,
Award.
and I remember because back in the G on TV when the award shows played, they played on TV for like a week, and I remember they played that one where Lil Mama went up on the stage.
Yeah.
Oh my
New
god.
York State of Mind for like a month straight, and we watched that shit every single time as a black community.
Yeah, yo, her
That's my experience.
Little Mama getting up on stage and dancing with Jay-Z like she was really part of the rock was kind of crazy, bro. Like,
My personal favorite, I would have to say, overall, just production-wise, was like the VMAs or some shit.
Yeah.
1 year, Aziz Ansari hosted. Jennifer, what's her fucking face? Jennifer Lopez performed.
damn.
But
this
it
nigga
wasn't
said,
even
"What's
that.
her face?"
That was
Which
around the
famous
time.
Jennifer?
I was about to say Hudson because we love black women.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even the fact that she performed. That was around the time that Tropic Thunder came out, and Tom Cruise came on the stage dressed as the nigga and performed with.
Oh yeah, the
that
producer.
changed my life. That
All right, I have to ask.
That
since
one
there's
changed your
three-
life?
Since there's all right, so there's 2.5 black people on this podcast right now. I have to ask.
Wait, is it an equal ratio in this motherfucker? It really is.
I'm
Hey,
doing the math.
that's
I'm doing the math
crazy.
in my
I
head
feel
right
like
now.
this.
I'm doing the math. I can't.
Is Teddy the
All right, we'll say it's
denominator
3
here?
if you include Zach.
Oh, it's like an honorary degree.
This is like the club sandwich of black and white.
Wow.
I'm not gonna hold you.
How does the black delegation feel about the movie Tropic Thunder?
You get a 15-second answer. Me and Dad get 2.
He's
all
like
right.
two
As
names
the
of three
former
fits long.
president of the American University Black Student Union,
Nobody's surprised.
honestly, man, you know, it's like stand-up comedy. You know, you network, and sometimes you don't have to be a real comic to become successful. It's the same thing in the.
Wait.
Teddy.
What I'm saying is that I just choose which race I want to be determined on the day. What I'm saying is,
It's a very
What I'm
political
saying is-
answer to asking how you feel about the movie Tropic Thunder.
Can I ask you a
Roast the
question?
rosé.
When you got that shit
This
on,
is
like
first
let's
time.
say you got like some fresh Jordans on,
mm,
a little tracksuit, and you just happen to get pulled over.
mm.
Do you have a scrunchie on your head to put it into a little ponytail when they pull up, so it's like kind of safe in a sense?
I would ask
You're
the
not a white
director to
man,
yell cut because
but
this
you
is
definitely
clearly a
are.
Run DMC music video.
A run deep.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
we are very.
The tracksuit.
This is true. Yeah, is the well, this isn't a track.
Well, he was in a tracksuit. I would think that he was more like a yoga instructor who happens to do cocaine.
We do look very 90s. I feel like me and Jamar, right? We look like we're like a 90s.
It's the Coogee sweater.
We're like a 90s R&B duo, and then like Zach is like the Jewish producer.
Hold on,
Zach is the fucking
Are
Jewish
we
A&R.
just not allowed to call it what it is, and it's a Cosby sweater?
This one?
I'm just one. Okay, I was waiting for one of y'all to bring it up, and I'm gonna let y'all know.
Whoa, no Diddy. Full
Can we start
Diddy?
this over?
Damn.
Can we cut that?
Can we?
We can cut that.
Cut.
So, Tropic Thunder, blackface,
Mm.
black delegation, half black delegation. Do Jews get? I don't like the
Say it
sentence.
exactly.
Do Jews,
Say it, keep it right there.
I don't know. I would
Say it.
put Jews as the co-founder,
Drama Olympics
as
is
the
about to kick
co-founders
off
of the
right now.
NAACP.
So you're a Hebrew Israelite for the time being. For the rest of the podcast, just so you can have a vote with
You
the
got a
black
crate for me to stand on? I need a
delegation.
crate to stand on.
Are we
You know,
okay with
honestly,
Robert
no,
Downey
no,
Jr.
I think
doing
this is
blackface
appropriate
again?
because I feel like every hip hop podcast inexplicably just has some Jewish guy just on it.
I mean,
It's like-
I'm like
True.
2.5% Jew, so yeah, like
Wow.
I mean, the 23.
Nah, brother,
I'll
embrace
show
your
you the
heritage,
23 and me,
brother. I believe
No,
dog.
no,
it.
you
Shit,
totally
I believe
good.
it.
But it's like, does that mean you like your fried chicken halal? I need to know.
Kosher, you mean?
Don't you get it halal though?
No,
The Jewish.
I don't get
It's
none of it.
kosher.
I don't get none of it.
Ain't you supposed to?
Kosher.
It's kosher.
Kosher.
Yeah.
So what's halal?
I actually
That's-
thought
that's-
once,
yeah,
that's
like,
Muslim.
think about this. Like, so halal means it's like
get
they
rid
mainly
of that.
killed cattle
Muslim.
and everything.
That gotta be
Like, how do you have a halal meat factory? Do you have like an assembly line with somebody like praying over top of this cow, walking with it along the conveyor belt?
Hey, shout out to Nas's whole.
No, what you do is you get meat and then you leave it.
They're open till 2 a.m. Hell yeah.
Halal ribeyes are delicious.
That's all-
I
that's
won't eat them any other way now.
No.
No, the meat's good. The meat's good. The meat's
So
good.
when Drake did it, we could all agree though that was bad, right? Like when Drake
What,
did
when Drake became
blackface,
Muslim?
when
Oh.
Drake did blackface, right? We can all agree that was bad. But Robert Downey Jr.
So
we're
are we
okay with
assuming
that?
Drake is white then?
I mean, listen.
If you have to act like that to do a Cat Williams impression, I'll let you answer that for yourself.
So the general consensus to answer your question is, Dan, if it's done good enough, like Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder, black people will let that shit slide.
I mean, from what I've heard, it was like, that was awesome. Don't do it again.
See, I can't speak for the people who were adults because at the time I was so young. And coming like from a young comedian's perspective, let me put it like this:
Right.
he did it so good, I didn't really realize what was really going on until years later.
Because, I mean, he's supposed to be parodying the pretentious white actor.
I'm a dude.
I also feel like that movie
Playing
came out.
another dude.
That movie came out at a time. I feel like the early 2000s was just like a lot of.
2008.
That was 08 was a year.
That was the
08 was
Attitude
a year.
Era, baby.
08 was a year.
That
And
was
that
when
was a year.
WWE was all in
You know,
your face.
think about the era that this movie came out in. You had at that point, you had like Daniel Tosh was popping. You had like fucking
South Park
just
was popping.
The
South
Dark Knight
Park.
just came out.
I remember I turned on touch.
Obama became president.
That was a point in time where you could say a lot of shit. The early 2000s, people was just kind of letting shit fly. Like think about like the fucking
Malibu's
Filthy
most wanted.
Frank. They knew the nigga Filthy Frank. Now he's like a music artist, Joji. That was like.
Oh yeah.
You remember the videos he used to make back at? There was
I
an
don't
era.
remember the videos, but I know.
There's an era where people was just getting off with just saying anything. Like I feel like in the 2000s, like think about that.
Yeah,
It was
Anthony,
different
niggas
then.
like Anthony Jeselnik was cool.
Oh,
Yeah. It's not. We thinking with today's mindset, but I feel like at the time that movie came out, I feel like people probably just wasn't really caring about it. I
mean, but I feel
So
like people
before-
overall.
Before we go into the superlatives for the year, because if you guys haven't figured out yet, this is supposed to be an award show. Let's make before we look at the year in review, let's make some predictions for the year following. Because you know, this is if you don't know, if you've been living under a rock, now you know it's Trump's America, baby. We back, and America's back in business. You heard Jake Paul. You heard Jake Paul in that terrible ass Tyson fight. It's truth again, baby.
So bad.
Yeah, I'm so fucking bad too. But do y'all have any predictions for pop culture or just American culture in general going forward?
The number of
that are not
Cybertrucks on the road is going to
doomerist,
increase.
that are not doomerist or about like inflation and shit.
More parents naming their kids Luigi.
I can see that.
I'm doing it.
I
Yeah.
can see
I don't
that.
even have a kid.
I want to see.
I'm gonna
I'm
say.
adopt one. You
I'm
wanna
gonna,
adopt
I'm gonna
one
put the
and
betting
name
line of over under 1.5 for major political assassinations.
Like who?
Someone else
No,
is gonna try.
pick one.
Who's on the hit list?
Hey Ted.
I would just like
I
to say,
said,
as a U.S. Army member, I do not
Condone.
advertise nor condone
But you'll help.
any part. Huh?
Wow. Wow. My
look,
nigga.
look, neither do I. I'm just setting the betting odds.
Hi, Jamar.
No, fuck you, Zach. I don't condone nor stand by any of these views.
He does not endorse
Because
Christopher
here's
Dorner.
my thing. Here's my thing. As you know, having free will as an American, I voted for Kamala. But once I seen that assassination attempt, you best believe I put my parlay money on Trump.
Yo, I think Polymarket swung
Y'all
the vote.
niggas was
I have
mad.
a conspiracy theory that Polymarket
Y'all
really
woke
swung
up
the
mad. I woke up $250.
vote. Oof. That's how that's how all big business feel right now, baby.
Man, I was looking at that Dogecoin the other day, like maybe I could fuck with Elon.
Teddy.
I mean, look at Bitcoin. Just crossed 104,000 earlier today.
Teddy, you got any predictions?
Honestly, bro, at this point, I do think it's probably going to be at least another like 5-6 people to try to kill somebody. I feel like at this point, like people, I don't think anybody realized that you could just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Wait,
No,
so you
honestly,
mean you
I don't
mean
think.
to tell
I
me
think people just assume that you couldn't just do that. Like,
it's
I don't know,
that
it's like,
easy? It's that easy.
But it's video. You gotta think about it. It's videos floating around on Twitter, like Bill Gates walking and his security is like 30 fucking feet
Oh,
away from
bro.
him.
I don't know. There's a lot of LinkedIns that I'm sure went
Oh, no,
quiet
people
over the
use
past
them.
month.
Zuckerberg is
There's a
literally
point in time-
building a fucking compound on Hawaii, right? Like they
No,
burned that bitch
there's-
to the ground so Zuckerberg could fucking
hope
build
not.
his doomsday
not.
shop.
I think
Can't have
that's
more
what happens
Jews with
too.
islands. I can't have more Jews with islands. It's not good.
No, that's because the
It's a
rich are
bad
gonna
PR
move to
for
like islands and shit. Now that they're like, because people realize that they can do it, and people gonna start trying it again, and then
They already
just
got
gonna
the
be
North
like,
and
let's
West
go
line
live in
now.
the clouds.
You know what's crazy? Not to be fucked up, Zach. Y'all
Go
wasn't
ahead.
saying that when the island started with Alice, nigga.
We didn't own that island.
We didn't
But y'all
know
had no
that.
problem coming through that
we
motherfucker.
love
Yeah.
Alice. We love Alice.
You didn't own that island.
Shout out to
yet.
the Jews.
Mr. Alice. Good man.
How about this? We've had a lot of ranting to get ourselves warmed up. We're going to take a quick break before we get into this year's awards. Break!
And we're back.
And we back.
Welcome back. And if you don't know, now you know. It's your favorite weekly pop culture. Oh, we did that part already. We are here for the year-end wrap-up. I know we've been on break for a little bit, but as Zig mentioned in the beginning, we are back for our last episode of the year, and we are doing superlatives, baby, because everybody loves an award show. We started the intro off talking about whether award shows were still relevant or not. Never got a quite consensus on that, but it doesn't matter.
They're relevant enough for us to do one.
That's not why you here. Why you here is to figure out what we think were some of the top moments of the year, and we got all kinds of categories and all kinds of nominees to run down. Zig, tell them where we at.
We will be covering the MVP of the year, the biggest loser of the year, the comeback of the year, breakout of the year, the villain of the year, the best supporting character of the year, and the peak moment of the year.
The entire year.
The whole year.
Bar's already yawning.
I know, right? Right? Because it's been a long
It's been
fucking
a long
year.
year.
It has been this year.
But it's
is
short
what
year
they-
as well.
What the kids say has been for the plot.
Can't keep up.
Well, I'd say that we start off with the first two categories that we are going to talk about. We are going to start with Best Supporting Character of the Year and Breakout of the Year.
So, you know, best supporting characters, somebody who didn't steal the spotlight, right? Like, y'all know how it goes. Somebody who knew their role and they played their role. They knew they understood the assignment.
And I have my first nominee for this, and I nominate none other than Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp, the enabler of the Cat Williams interview, the accidental live performer of that audio sex tape.
That's my Michelle.
I feel like every good supporting character has that little moment where they steal the spotlight, right? Like a little main character.
Does Michelle get a
activity.
nomination?
You have your own time to
I was
nominate.
gonna say that could
Yeah.
be your, because mine has to be the Olympics, right? Like the Olympics came through in a way this year that I felt like really didn't take the spotlight, but was a good like refresher. It was a good breath of fresh air away from all the tumultuous political shit, right? Like the Olympics was trending this summer in a way that I felt like was just so like unusual.
The Olympics were awesome this year. Like, I cared. I was, alright, maybe I didn't care, but I will say I was much more entertained by the Olympics this time around than I ever remember being.
I read an article earlier about how this is one of the first Olympics where the athletes were like on social media, like chronically online, so like them being able to like vlog and just post daily about what life was like in the Olympic Village while competing and all that stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, Captain L'America is such a fucking great nickname.
Right, Kevin Lyle, like people who were, I mean, all kinds, like the shooters, you know, they went viral in a way.
Oh, the
like,
shooters did go viral.
Yeah, that really set scene. That's what I'm talking about. You know what a supporting character does? It sets the path for the plot to.
But yeah, that Turkish, the Turkish clearly used to be a hitman guy with that pose.
Hey,
That is one of the coldest
he should have been on
poses.
Team America this year, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
There's like
Pose that
$400.
shorty hit. Nah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a meme of her out.
Yeah.
She got the glasses on, and
Yep.
you could just tell.
I know exactly who
You
you're talking
could
about.
just tell. Like
She was dressed in like all black, and she had like a black dad hat on with these like shades on, one to block
Yo.
the eye
Looks like a
out.
Ghost in the
She
Shell
did,
character.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, she had mad aura,
she
son.
had on.
She had that aura, baby. The Olympics really had the aura. I mean, from that Gojira opening to
Oh, Gojira!
everybody bitching about the trans people in the Da Vinci shit, like the Last Supper painting, right? Like
The breakdancing was my favorite part.
Snoop Dogg. Plus, just Snoop Dogg.
yeah, Snoop Dogg,
Breakdancing.
right? Everybody's favorite
I don't even
supporting
know
character.
what that was. That breakdancing shit. And
Yeah.
I would just,
No, it won't be back, and nobody.
It won't be
knew
back.
it.
They have already said that breakdancing is not coming
Yeah.
back.
I'm very proud and happy with that because that shit. No.
That gold medal's gonna be worth a lot.
Zach, do you have a nominee for the best
All I
supporting
know is
character?
I need Snoop and Kevin Hart to narrate every show on TV. All of them. Period. Best supporting character? My nomination is Luigi's eyebrows.
Ooh. Yeah, do you think that's what it is?
Eyebrows.
It's
eyebrows.
all eyebrows?
Nominated
Eyebrows played
Luigi
a big ass-
Mangioni's eyebrows.
Eyebrows with that mask on. He's on the eyebrows. And then you saw the picture, you were like, yep, they caught him.
Yeah.
Eyebrows. If he had less interesting eyebrows, I'd still be free.
All right, Jamar, do you have a best supporting character nominee?
This is not as comedic, but Adam Ray specifically as Dr. Phil. Because I feel like that started a whirlwind, especially in the comedy realm. Because a lot of the events that I think about this year, whether it has to do with Cat Williams opening the portal, or
It wasn't CERN, it was Cat Williams.
Cat Williams opening the portal, Tony Hinchcliffe being at the fucking the rally. I feel like
Failed psyop.
I just
Do we think
I
it
don't know.
was a psyop at this
Yes,
point?
I 100% think it was a failed psyop.
and I
Who
do
failed?
definitely think if
Right.
this, if overall if this year had a title to it, it would be Adam Ray as Dr. Phil saying, "We'll be right back."
We're back, baby. Welcome to Trump's America. Teddy, do you have a best supporting character now?
I mean, I would say the CEO.
You mean the specific CEO?
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, he would be the supporting character.
he is
in
like literally
in
the
dramatic
supporting
role.
character in like in the drama that is
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he played that role perfectly. You know.
I do have some other
sacrificed the most.
nominees for best supporting character that were written down prior. We have Tim Walz. Pretty good supporting character.
I mean, he did his
wholesome. It's like the
He was
Hallmark
cool,
movie
but I
version
feel
of
like
a
he was
supporting
like a
character.
recurring character that we love.
I like how long it took people to figure out that it's not Waltz.
Yeah.
Walls. It took
Also,
about 6 months.
Jamal
Metro-
said he's the neighbor that comes over occasionally.
Yeah, he's
He-
like the.
Yeah.
What's the nigga name? Wilson peeking over the
Wilson.
fence.
Yeah.
Like, they're weird, aren't they?
This
And
was the
I
Hill
have-
House of 2024.
Ah, damn.
for another nominee for best supporting character, I have Metro Boomin.
I don't know. I feel like once Drake did what he did on the You My Everything, and I will go on record to say, add me to that list, Aubrey. I'm definitely a Kendrick fan through and through.
I was gonna say,
Keep that name.
is anybody really a good supporting character
The
if
AI,
they didn't
but
make Drake's
no,
list?
because y'all niggas is scared, and y'all will say it behind closed doors. I'm going on record to say that Kendrick represented for the Short Kings this year.
Yo, that's the truth.
And here's the thing: all the Short Kings this year was quiet. We was taking all the hate. Usually we be fighting back. You didn't see one Short King argument on Twitter this year.
Nope.
Because once we seen that nigga at the top of the year doing them fucking the suicide push-ups in Compton to that fucking 70s music, we knew something was coming. We knew it was gonna be our year, one way or another.
Drake said, pipe down, pipsqueak, and Kendrick went on the fucking track and just started screaming everything that came to mind. Got the whole world screaming mustard for
This
no
nigga
reason.
got people out here screaming condiments. People putting remixes on it. Actual companies. Honestly, I think that's why the United Healthcare got knocked off. I think
All
that's why
right,
they got
so
knocked.
let's go through the nominees here. I put Shannon Sharp and Metro Boomin. Doc put the Olympics. Zach put Luigi Mangioni's eyebrows.
Yep.
Jamar, you put Adam Ray as Dr. Phil.
Specifically.
And Teddy put the CEO. Now we gotta put it up to a vote. You can't vote for who you nominated, though.
Listeners, you can definitely let us know, too, who you guys would pick out of our noms, or nominate your own person, you know, at the Flood Pod on everything, and that's all.
Everything.
I need to hear him again.
And my vote, I'm gonna go with the Olympics. Because that was a very nice break
It's a clear choice.
from the insanity that was this year.
I wish we could go back to Brat Summer and just enjoy the Olympics again, because if everybody knew what cold winter was coming along, it's not even that cold. Climate change.
Game of Thrones ended like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Luigi's eyebrows is a pretty solid vote, though. I mean, because they
are very strong eyebrows.
They carry that face card pretty heavy.
They betrayed him.
They betrayed him.
They betrayed him.
They did, though. It's a very Brutus moment, you know, which is good. We all like a twist in it, right? Getting caught at a McDonald's is wild.
So you're gonna go with Luigi's eyebrows?
Yeah, actually.
All right.
He was in the back of that cab, and I was like, no, bro, cover your face. That face is too distinct.
All right, Zach, who are you voting for? You can't vote for Luigi's eyebrows.
I really like gymnastics.
It was good.
All right, we got the Olympics.
I
was the
watched the
first
fuck
time.
out of gymnastics.
It was the first time I ever cared about any other sport in the Olympics.
All right, Jamar, where are you going?
I'm gonna have to go with the Olympics because them poses were so fucking cool.
The Olympics. All right. The Olympics is clinched, but for where would you go, Teddy?
I want to say Shannon Sharp because I feel like without that Cat Williams interview,
Damn.
I feel like in
That
the
is true.
timeline that's 2024, the CEO shooting could have never even happened.
Can we reconsider?
If-
I would
if-
reconsider too.
I would.
If that interview had not happened at the beginning of the year, like everything that he said was going, like Cat Williams said was going to happen, this shit just happened.
That
Like
is
he was
true.
just like, bro, niggas pedophiles, bro, CEOs getting shot and shit. It was like revelations.
And
He
I-
said
interview
it
was
does
like
feel
revelations.
prophetic, and that's why I nominated Shannon.
I will say that the supporting character, you said at a point the supporting character stole your attention. Me had the attention to him.
Yeah.
I remember the day that live shit dropped. And I was at my gym. Nigga, I left early that day. So I'm gonna give my vote to Shannon Sharp, actually.
Okay, I can respect it.
All right, so in a
Let the
3-2.
be told, this is Trump's America.
In a
baby. You can speak your
3-2
opinion.
vote, with one turn at the last minute, the 2024 Best Supporting Character is your favorite Unk, Shannon Sharp.
That's
Why you looking over here? I can't share this with you. You know what I'm saying? This for winners. This old winners do right here. You won't be having it. Ooh, I might not sleep for 48 straight hours.
That's my Michelle.
I like Shannon Sharp's couch. Only one corner has a back to it.
Which Felipe was on the most recent
You know-
episode, and he brought on his own weed, his own liquor, cans of liquid death.
Bro, the way that he opens up an episode, I think should be studied.
He hypes up his guests.
Not even that, but when he's like, my name is Shannon Sharp, I am the host of Club Shay Shay.
And the
I'm
sole proprietor.
of Club Shay Shay. Like, this nigga sound like he had a slave auction.
He's like, I want you to know I own every single piece of
You
it.
want to know
all
why they
this shit.
started? He
This is
started
mine.
doing that because of some controversy. I think it was either Fox or ESPN said that their deal
yeah,
with
yeah.
him had some ownership with Club Shay Shay. So ever since then, he's just
Nope.
like, nope, this is my shit.
Black owned, baby.
Every single time somebody bring up Michelle, he just started making mouth sounds to change the subject. Oh, that's not Michelle.
Meanwhile, Stephen A. be on First Take and be like, and if you were watching my last episode of the Stephen A. Smith Show on YouTube.
Stephen A. would never accidentally go live while smashing, bro. Are you kidding me?
I love Dan's Stephen A. voice.
Oh my god.
It was almost like Randy Savage.
I couldn't have Steven and troll me in real life because
It was like Randy Savage trying to whisper.
Oh, Steven.
He said Charlotte.
I'm the cream
Steven
of the crop.
would be that
Congratulations
type of
to Shannon
asshole.
Sharp for winning this year's Best Supporting Character on this season of America.
You did your thing, big dog. Shout out,
And
big dog.
for the next category, we have Breakout of the Year.
Ooh.
And for Breakout of the Year, I am going to nominate Blue Sky. The app Blue Sky. For not being a complete and total cesspool and picking up like 20-something million people in less than a month.
I mean, you really using it though?
I am, actually.
What?
Oh, you be.
Wait.
You know Blue Sky?
What the fuck is Blue Sky?
Oh,
It's like
left.
Twitter, but without Nazis.
Oh, so
It's
it's
like a
like
response to
it's a
X.
what's
Twitter.
that? I was about to say, what's that other shit that Trump into?
Oh, he made
It was like the
Yeah.
opposite
That's
shit.
like Twitter with
Well, no,
more
that's
Nazis.
Mastodon.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Mastodon. But Blue Sky is like another Jack
Mastodon.
Dorsey project. It's a
There should all
fucking
be
Twitter
metal
club.
names.
Yeah. No.
Megadeth. Mastodon.
Would you? Do you just post fucking 14 slash and this is deep on Megadeth? Like, what do you post on there?
Good question.
It's slash B. It's slash B.
That's 4chan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is when people talk about 4chan, they're really
that's some
talking about
2000
slash B.
That's like the early 2010s of like fucking.
At my young age,
That was
Early,
like
he says early 2010s.
at my young age of 25, I'm gonna let you know I don't understand any of this MySpace talk. These niggas is spewing right now.
MySpace talk.
This is MySpace talk.
MySpace talk. I mean, 4chan.
I ain't never seen my face in your top
I'm
8.
disrespected. I didn't
Yeah,
show up
I
at
know,
Facebook.
Can I just ask
the question?
there's
You
niggas
one
wasn't on
time.
Angel Fire in the
There's
shows,
one
bro.
time that I will go to 4chan, and it's probably like a couple times a year. Every time there's some sort of shooting or terrorist thing that happens, straight to 4chan.
Yeah.
Because like 80% of the time, the shooter
they-
posted some sort of fucking manifesto on it.
Alright, so this is like a past month real pickup thing. So like this is what the equivalent of the October surprise for the awards.
Because my breakout nominee was gonna be Ozempic. Because
You know they're pushing
That's
that
good.
shit when
That's
I'm
crazy.
getting Ozempic ads on my feed.
yo,
That's good.
Ozempic really came through and stole the show. It got Drake looking like Droopy Dog out here. Drake really got that Basset Hound face
He's
now.
that college
Yo,
injection.
I'm just saying. You know they say Trump on that shit too, right? So he can stop
That
eating
doesn't
Big Macs in the middle of
Bro,
the day.
Busta Rhymes was on that shit.
Huh?
Did you see Busta Rhymes? When
Oh,
the nigga
yeah,
blew up like
yeah.
a week later.
Yo,
It didn't
because
work.
do you remember Bust really got heavy though? He was like
Yeah.
on territory for real.
Yeah, but
bro.
Busta Ozempic doesn't look like he should have the voice that he does.
I'm just
Before all
I'm
that
just
shit,
saying.
they said that Busta Rhymes and Diddy used to have breath offs because they would let they would
Look,
let,
that is a real out of context fucking statement right
What is-
there.
That's crazy.
No, keep going.
Did he have
Expand
break
on
offs?
it.
Did he have
Expand
break
on it.
offs? Him and Busta had breath offs, right? So they both have veneers. And if you don't take care of veneers properly,
yeah.
they stink. But the niggas got so much money, it's like,
Yo,
I'm gonna get my dick sucked regardless.
Yo, them niggas be proud of them shits
You know,
too. You
this-
see the
this
way
still
Cam and Mace
sounds
be talking. Cam and Mace be
extremely
talking like horses with they fucking new veneers, bro. Like Cam be laughing with his full teeth. So he be like, ha 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 ha.
I would like to meet Busta Rhymes one day. All respect,
Yes.
Busta Rhymes. If for some reason
I
you are
don't
listening
know.
to this, I would actually like to meet you. No disrespect, I love you. One of my first albums I ever owned was
I didn't know
Disaster
Busta
Strikes.
Rhymes.
Yo,
The
When
clean
Disaster
version
Strikes
of When
is
Disaster Strikes. And When Disaster Strikes is actually a very underrated album.
Is that the joint that got woo-ha on it, right?
No. That's the second coming. Dude, When Disaster Strikes is like dangerous.
Oh,
Put your
okay.
hands up.
Yeah,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so
I mean, listen,
Zach.
Bus is a hip hop legend. That's the OG right there. LL Cool J was just in a fucking article just recently talking about how he don't feel like he's appreciated, but he's okay.
I think he is underrated.
He's okay with it.
I feel like he is underrated.
Yeah.
The other day I was listening.
I'm not gonna lie. For the longest time, I knew LL Cool J from SWAT.
As
But he
the
gets to
resident
walk
white person.
around being called, and everybody is perfectly fine with him being called LL Cool J. You made it.
Ladies
Ollie,
love
yeah.
Cool J.
No, that's his name. LL
All
is
right,
his first name.
Zach, do you have a nominee for Breakout of the Year?
I don't think I do. I gotta think about it. Pass me. Come back to me.
Okay.
Jamar.
Fuck you.
I'm working on it.
Why would you even put me in this position?
I mean, what was something that came out of left field this year for you that like you didn't know anything about, but really like took like the
You know
trending
what?
waves?
And this
for
is
you?
nothing against you, Zach. The Jewish tunnels.
Oh,
Shit. Was that this year?
Jewish tunnels,
so
bro.
fucking-
That was earlier.
That
this
seems
year.
like it was so long ago.
And I saw it. It's only because the other day I
I wish that was
TikTok
my
rabbit
answer.
hole. The other day I was in a TikTok rabbit hole.
That's literally a
Or
breakout.
better yet,
so-
I'll give you another. I'll give you
Don't
that
get me
one.
started on this.
It's another one that I have. I'll let you have that one.
We
It's
didn't
another one that I have.
clarify the rules necessarily of each category, so I accept it.
that works.
I
I
accept
want to
it.
talk about another category of TikTok, and hopefully this goes somewhere. There is such thing as HOTOC. It's called 304 Talk, right? And I've learned so many street terms from
I'm
listening.
thinking, like you
to
said,
this.
Hotok.
So do you
I'm
want
thinking
your-
hose or hoteps.
No.
want your-
Hose.
Do you want your
Like Ho
nomination
Tips.
to be Ho Top?
304 Talk.
Oh, did they teach you about
Shout out to
honouns?
Demona. Shout out to
Pronouns?
Demona. Don't call me white girl. Right? She put me onto that. But it's a whole bunch of shit. Like I know a pimp is known as a 16. if you like one of these prostitutes out here and you don't have a pimp, you're known as a rebel, right? A pimp who forces a prostitute to work for her, that's called knocking a bitch.
And you learned all this from 304 times.
Yo, one day I was just cut that out. Mobtown Comedy.com.
Shout out to Future Zig.
That's my shit.
Future Zig is the real MVP.
Man.
So, do you have an actual nominee for Breakout of the Year?
He said
304
no.
times.
304 times. All right.
If you try to
Teddy?
get your
Man.
lingo right.
Court in Blue?
Why you let him
Breakout
talk to
of the
you
year.
I know, that was foul.
I would flip my
Honestly,
curls
bro.
in this nigga right now if I was
That
you.
was foul.
Be like, you wish you could have these tresses, motherfucker.
I'm not cool with that.
These curls is flawless.
I'm his evil cousin.
Let your
No. This is such a...
I guess it's boring.
Breakout of the year. I'm gonna have to say something that's just like out of left field just became a thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say everybody being a pedophile.
Damn.
They did
Am I wrong?
Nah, I mean, listen, they had it with Jeffrey, right? Right? Like, the conspiracy, look, everybody's a groomer now, son. Like, everybody partied with Diddy. If you didn't party with Diddy, you partied with Epstein, right? So,
It's
like,
just pissy.
Venn diagram,
Yeah.
Venn devious dick nigga diagram, right? Everybody's a groomer. You can't
It's
trust
a
nobody in
deviant
Hollywood, nobody in finance. If you got money, you touch kids.
Who y'all got your money on next?
I got a few other nominees that I wrote down before.
No.
Yeah.
But for real though, who you got your money on?
Who's gonna get popped next?
Who's next?
Jay-Z. I mean, I guess Jay-Z.
I mean,
Pop by what?
yeah, they
Who's
say.
popping what?
No, I mean, like, actually, what I'm saying is, like,
What's
actually found
Zach is
guilty.
asking the rap
Found
question.
I need to know what
Actually
we're talking
found
about here.
guilty individual.
Because I have vastly different answers.
It's a civil case. If it was,
I
real,
don't think.
she'd
I
sue
feel
him
like Jay-Z
criminally.
has the money where somebody like try to press charges on him, they would just end up missing.
Sean Carter, we stand by.
Look, I feel like
I
somebody
don't want it
on.
to be
I
Jay-Z,
feel like
but it's,
I don't want it to be.
it-
Nope.
somebody on Blue Sky is gonna be mad that like I'm not, believe her first, right? But like, why would you come at a nigga with a civil case over a rape charge? That's crazy.
It's not even
It's the only
that,
way to
but
do it
just-
because it's what past the statute.
When you care more
Is it?
about the bag
Is
than
it?
the bar.
4
It's
years
like
ago.
some amount, 15 years maybe.
All right,
10 years.
Okay,
Something like that. I don't know what New York is.
right.
All right. Well, for some other breakout of the year contenders, I have Sabrina Carpenter,
That's real. A little short and sweet came out.
Shabuzi,
Oh.
Shabuzi did hold the number one spot down like for what? The longest.
Jelly roll.
Haley Welch, aka the Hot Tua Girl.
Oh Jesus.
Was
Fuck
that this
that.
year?
No.
Shit.
No.
I still to this day
No.
don't understand.
I vote to strike her out of the nominations. I vote
Good.
to strike her.
It was necessary. I had to write it, but
You
I
don't
didn't want to write her.
to
No, not even that. But it's like, bro, you ain't gonna give mans no bread, not even shout them out. You have a podcast about nothing. And I'm not gonna lie, she's one of those fuckable white girls. But the way you carried it, your attitude made you ugly.
Those.
I think it's crazy
I've met
that
a couple.
she blew up and not dude who does the street interviews, right?
I like how
That
he
is not
went
like-
viral because he was bad about that.
I
He
would
didn't even
have
go
rather him do something.
I have
like
no idea
her bring
who
him onto the
reported
team
that, to be
type
honest
shit.
with you.
Thank you. That's
Not
what
even
I'm
on some like quick bag type shit. Of course, your shit is literally hot too. Niggas don't know your real name. Of course, you ain't got the bread right now. But it's like, at least while you're building your bag, bring the nigga who put you on that platform along with you.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Yeah.
And she did. Yeah, she was
And
like,
the way that
"Alright."
she went about it, I mean, obviously, us being regular people, we don't know exactly how the dealings happen. But
Right.
from what I do know, it's like, bro said something. It may not have been in the best way, but you've, at the end of the day, you really got famous by just saying something off of his platform. So I feel like, as a content creator, it's only respectful to
Give
I
credit
mean,
to-
give credit,
I mean,
especially
you're
if
not
he
going to
wasn't
hear
in that realm
anybody
prior
here
to.
go against that. Like,
Especially if you wasn't in that realm prior to.
right? That's all.
it's like Cat Williams went viral, but we all know it was on Shannon Sharp's podcast.
Yeah. But I feel like he gets credit for that. Like,
But Cat
yeah.
Williams was already famous prior to.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But that also,
Neither
Shannon
one of
Sharp
them
did
were
benefit
famous
from
before
that,
that
as
clip.
well.
Yeah.
Shannon Sharp did benefit from that as well, though.
He did.
I feel like this.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's different because that was already a big platform. You know what I'm saying? That's like the equivalent today of like going to like Barbara Walters or some shit like that.
So
Like it's
And I think the last nominee I have for potential breakout of the year will be Chappell Roan.
You think Chappell Roan and Glorilla are like the same thing but for the white and black community?
The modern day Prince and Bowie.
That's a hot take. I don't know. I feel like Glorilla definitely serves a different. I don't know. When you
stop thinking
like
about
that,
black and white. Start thinking about
Hispanics,
straight and gay.
Asians.
Start thinking about straight and gay. Like Glorilla is like aggressively straight, where Chappell Roan is aggressively queer.
I don't know. I feel like there's
I just
a
mean
bit
in terms of like the following amongst like
I feel like there's a bit of Dom Femme energy that comes off of Glorilla too, right? Like
that is true.
Like I
Well,
feel
you
like
do look
they
like
both.
Little Mermaid, right, Jamar?
I feel like I have to explain what I
Great
mean.
value, Little Mermaid.
I feel like both of them have like a
Gloria, hallelujah.
odd like following, whereas like almost like a culture's following, but they're also like very large in their respective fields amongst like white women and then black women. But maybe that's Charlie XCX or something like that. Honestly, I feel like I'm talking out of turn because I don't listen to any of this music. I feel like the equivalent of like when like a white person starts talking about like Kendrick Lamar albums or some shit like that.
Let me ask you all this: what was something that you discovered this year that really like stood out for you? That really like I guess once you found out about it, like you got absorbed into it.
This is your second chance, Zach.
I know. I got a couple things in my head swirling. Chinese dry fried green beans.
Okay, so that was a breakout start for you.
It was, I had to learn to make it, and then I
Yeah.
made it for Thanksgiving. That was like one of our greens on the table.
And it's like
Very Jewish table. I made Chinese food and a wok. We brought it over.
that's hot. That's
Great.
very 2024.
It was
I
great.
fuck
It
with
was
it.
great. It was excellent. What was the other thing I had on my mind? Jewish, don't forget. We could talk about the tunnel. I mean, the tunnel.
We just want to hear your take, buddy.
Do you want to hear
On
my
the
take on the tunnels?
tunnels. On the tunnels.
Hey,
I've never seen-
I mean, the
the
Jewish lore dropping is pretty
Listen,
crazy.
I've never seen Jews dig before.
I love when religion is referred to as lore. It's one of the funniest things to me in the world.
I've never seen
new
this
Jewish
before.
lore dropping in 2024 was not something I saw coming.
Can I ask
If
you a
I'm
question?
thinking about the Jews that are likely to dig a hole, it's not the ones that only wear suits.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You may not know the answer. When I went down the rabbit hole, I saw a specific
Literal or
video.
metaphorical?
You mean the rabbi hole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I specifically saw a TikTok
I'm excited
where
about
they
that.
was in a synagogue and the NYPD were fighting.
Yes. The greatest moment in
Yes.
Jewish history.
But no, here's the real question.
We've never seen
If
this
you
before.
watch the video, maybe like 30 seconds in, because from the jump, it's just like they fight and they found the tunnel. Everybody out, right? You watch it like 30 seconds in, it's one nigga that just come like wandering out. And I just want to know, did they just find all of them coming out the tunnels? And that nigga was like trying to wait it out?
You know
Or was he like going about his business, like coming from the market and being like, what's all the fucking commotion today?
He was in the shit the whole time.
Yo, this nigga came out, everybody was fighting. They just put his dumb ass in cuffs. Like, come on. So I'm thinking that it's the former option
No
instead of the
dirt,
latter.
no
It's
dirt on
like
the suit,
they
nothing.
was sitting there for 15 minutes. Like, nigga, we know you in there, and he like, just stay quiet and don't go away.
Yep.
Nobody wears suits better than these people. Nobody keeps suits cleaner than these people.
Alright, Teddy, do you have any last minute nominations?
I feel like I'm gonna stay with. See, I feel like it's like a weird thing to nominate pedophiles for breakout of the year.
I know. And what was something that you discovered this year that like you became obsessed with like, when you finally found it?
Honestly, that was the thing that I went down the rabbit hole on when I was like,
Fucking everybody's going down holes.
I seen every single Jaguar Wright interview.
Do you know how many...
Yo! I forgot about Jaguar Wright!
Actually, no. I
Hold
would
the
say
fuck up!
Jaguar Wright breakout of the year.
No! Jaguar Wright,
time,
honorary
Jaguar
member. I
Wright.
don't give a fuck how this end. Honorary breakout person, yo. This
I wish my name
Jaguar
was
Wright was actually right with one of these shit. She had on a shirt.
I'm gonna say...
Hold on. I see your Jaguar right, and I raise you Rick Ross's ex.
Fuck that.
Yeah,
I'll raise
Auntie
you.
with her
Alright, hold on.
fucking
Let's do the
roasted
voting.
big back fucking Rick Ross.
do the
every
voting.
I'll
day.
raise you in Orlando Bloom, nigga.
and Orlando Bloom.
You gotta listen to what these
I mean,
niggas
somebody.
say.
Hold on.
No, hold on, because I want to give an honorary championship ring to Orlando Bloom for holding Katy Perry down this entire time.
That is that is impressive.
He locked that shit down, son.
This nigga went on the show and was throwing the mic.
All right, time to do the voting. All right, based on technicality and the brilliance of debate alone, I have to go with Jewish Tunnels for breakout of the year.
Oh, I wasn't done. I got a lot more on that.
Damn,
piece.
y'all can't sleep. Y'all not
That
gonna
piece
sleep
is
on
long.
Ozempic.
Yo, talk about it because I remember the first video that came out and I
Yeah.
just rewatched it the other
Yeah.
day. Yo, the nigga was coming up the tongue like the little grate that was
Yeah.
Yo,
and he just like looked
Not
at
a
him.
fucking smacking dirt on the suit. It's a black suit.
The nigga looked up at the dude with the camera
You
and
got
I
the hat
help.
through the hole right. It was incredible.
I couldn't help but think about Maria Sanchez's voice. But she be like, "What are you niggas doing here?"
I know
There's
it's
nothing
against
So
the
what's your
rules.
pick, Doc?
I know it's against the rules, but I'm gonna have to hold Ozempic down, son, because I just feel like, I mean, it's every
All right,
celebrity
everybody
is
gets
doing
one
it.
rule break. Doc used his. What about you?
I feel like I have to go with Ozempic too. It's
Ozempic
every
is- it is
fucking
a
where
good-
I look.
it is a
It's
good
everywhere I
pick.
look.
It's a
Everywhere
good
I
pick.
look is Ozempic.
It's a good pick.
I hate
Every
it.
good doctor recommends it.
This shit broke through. It's everywhere.
You know who I nominate? And I know this person isn't on Ozempic. Jaguar motherfucker.
Right.
Great name.
Jaguar Right.
Would you
Love you, mama.
If she didn't have that name and that was my name, would you call me that?
Jaguar Right.
Jaguar, right?
No, because
No,
It is a
Jaguar,
fire
right.
name, though. It's a fire
If I
name.
said my name's Jaguar, would you
you
be
would
like,
have
no, it isn't?
I'm sorry, but as a white, lanky Jewish man, you would
No.
have to do a fucking pose.
I
with
feel
that
like
shit.
only a black woman could be named
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
All right, Teddy, what's your pick? What's your pick?
Only a black woman.
I'm gonna have to go with Ozempic as well.
Right.
Yeah.
It's,
It's everywhere.
I'm telling you.
it's
son.
flooded the streets.
It hit the
It's-
streets.
They marketed
took the
the
block
shit
over.
out of this.
Jaguar, we trying to get the truth out there.
All right. Then we have confirmed that the
Terrifying.
breakout performer of the year is Ozempic.
Ozempic, baby. Get you some.
I
Get your
hate
doctor
that
up.
I'm pharma advertising right now.
Yeah.
And then that we are going to take a break. We are here to give out more awards, and on this segment, we are going to give out the Comeback of the Year award and the Peak Moment of the Year award.
Do you want to explain those categories a little bit more?
The Comeback of the Year award
the
is
idiots
somebody who
listening.
had long since disappeared. Name noteworthy, name of legend, name of yore and lore, for who which has once again reappeared on the world stage to perform for all of us before.
Bars! Do you mean for that to rhyme?
Yes, I did.
My man out here busting limericks for you normies. You all better
Very-
catch the fuck up.
Irish.
What? So yeah, somebody who made a glorious return to form or exceeded their usual appearances and transcended into a higher state of recognition.
So let's start with the reverse. Teddy, do you have a nom for Comeback of the Year?
Comeback of the year. You might have to come back to me.
You don't have to overthink it. Some of these are fairly obvious. Jamar,
You gotta come back to me.
Teddy,
It might already be on.
Zach,
Stumped.
Wow.
Stumped.
Wow,
Zach.
look at that. They just got me with my own fucking medicine.
Will
I
Smith,
started a
Jamie
problem.
Foxx, Martin
Ooh,
Lawrence,
ooh.
Eddie Murphy.
You just pulling them down like that. Who came back? I mean, this is the obvious.
Trump,
He is
Kendrick.
the obvious. Kendrick came. That wasn't a comeback, was it?
I mean, Kendrick been gone since Mr. Morale came out, and that was like what,
Yeah.
2020?
He was always a big stepper though.
Let's see what you
you know who else was?
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Mm.
did. The Kennedys.
The Kennedys was a comeback. That's true.
They win the
Conspiracy
Rise from the
theories.
Grave award.
That's good. Yeah.
Conspiracy theories. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. They've been kind of
Comeback of the Year, Zach, do you have one?
We're gonna. It's got to be the big man now. It's
Yeah.
got to be the Donald.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
hate it,
listen,
but it's got to be the
He
Donald.
was on my list.
Survived fucking how many shootings? One-handedly.
Who shot
Bro,
you?
Motherfucker
that
went
joint
off.
had the blood on his face and came up with the black
Yo,
power
the fist? Yeah,
That's
I
what
kind of
knew.
knew
I
it
put
was
my money
over
on
there.
Yeah.
Right? Kamala came out strong during Brad Summers, son, in the beginning. Right? And then when Tim Walz came through with the weird thing, I was like, you know what? I can get behind this. They had Meg twerking in Houston, and I was like, you know what?
Tim was playing Crazy Taxi on Twitch.
This version of America, I could get behind.
I would have totally been down behind with fireside Twitch chats.
I had mine.
But that,
All right,
that
Jamar,
picture
who
of
you got?
Don, they got that on like Hot Tops, bro.
Come on, who you got? Who you got for comeback of the year?
Glow fucking Rilla. Gloria Hallelujah Woods.
That's
Everybody
the name.
thought when Sexy Red came out that baby was dead. And first of all, she dropped a few EPs before this album, but this album was amazing. I Love Her by T-Pain reminds me of like the old Chingy type shit.
I mean, the newest episode of The Flow with Doc and Ziggy is named Hold On by Glorilla.
Glow's Prayer.
Man,
The
yeah.
flip that she did with as much as people tried to pit her against Sexy Red, the flip that she did on a classic track, Wipe Me Down as a sample.
Yeah, that
With
Wipe Me Down
Glorilla,
flip
that's
was
gonna be
crazy.
the song of
Yeah.
the summer. I don't care.
Glorilla's so good, she look at
I
Sexy
don't know.
Red and
Have you
see
heard the
one
new
bitch.
Baby joint?
That fat joint.
Yeah, that
You heard that,
Baby
Crazy.
crazy.
But no, I definitely like her album. I do feel like she is going with it. She's listening to the people, but at the same time doing her own thing. So
I
shout
don't
out
think
to
she's.
you.
I think she's a breakout though. I don't think
Lord.
she's a comeback.
But no, I think it's a comeback because
They thought
this
she was
is
the
not
white
the Glorilla that we met.
Mm.
Think about it. She came out fuck nigga freak. That came out at the peak of all that JT City Girls get a bag fucking nigga type of vibe. But she definitely changed and became more personal once somebody else came out with that vibe and kept it going, i.e. Sexy Red.
All right, Doc, your turn to nominate for a comeback of the year.
Damn. See, I had something in mind, but that was such a convincing argument.
I mean, we're missing an obvious.
Shout out Black.
I mean,
I got another one.
Someone has to nominate the obvious.
I was gonna say Will Smith, right? Because
Oh,
Bad Boys
true.
came back, and
True.
you know, Bad Boys came
Took a
out
hit
in
last
a
year.
crazy way, right?
I don't. Can I say something?
Go for it.
As a representation of a big group of the black community, this Bad Boys didn't do it for me.
Ooh.
Like, I feel like, honestly, if they
Exactly what big portion of the black community? Because you just subsected yourself. I need you to explain
The white guy.
what
The white guy.
portion of the black community you are speaking for.
the people who aren't necessarily like, when I go see a Bad Boys movie,
Yeah.
I want to see, and I do feel like it's kind of the argument. So it's like, remember when Chris Rock's Tambourine came out, and a lot of people didn't like it, but that was Chris's style based off of what he lived, and we just hadn't heard from him in so long that it took people time to get used to.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing with Bad Boys, because especially with the third movie, you know, we played on the trope of we're older now, good men type of vibe. But I
it's
do
always
feel
been
like
propaganda, but-
this one, even though the action aspect was better than the last one, played upon the same tropes and then didn't do it as well. Like, I feel like if the third and fourth movie were combined, that's a Bad Boys movie.
So you're speaking on behalf of you and Chris Rock, and that's it.
I'm trying. Hey, ask the people. Ask the people. Wait till these comments pop.
I will DM Chris Rock and let him.
No. I was just using Chris Rock as an example of the change of the times and kind of like how you can't expect the.
I mean, I'm
exact
still
same
gonna
thing.
DM Chris Rock and see if it works.
No, that's wild. So let me ask y'all this: Beverly Hills Cop 4, or Bad
Woo.
Boys 4?
Now that's a good
That
example.
was for you.
Beverly Hills Cop 4 was modernized. Like, it wasn't like, oh, this was a few years later since Beverly Hills Cop,
It was
Beverly Hills Cop 3.
But
But at the same time, that was a Beverly Hills Cop movie.
So that was a better return to form than Bad Boys.
Much better.
Okay.
I might have
All right,
like a
Doc,
controversial.
Doc.
I think they should just stop making these movies.
Fuck that.
I agree. Yo, honestly,
I'm exactly
I want to see it for the nostalgia.
I haven't
Always
watched
my nigga.
any of them after I watched the Coming to America one. The new Coming to America.
no, that shit was
That
trash.
shit was terrible. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm done with
I know.
these.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I think that's a
They
scale
really
you should
should
start
just let
measuring
some-
shit by.
You know,
Some
Bad
people
Boys
that do
4.
this.
No, Coming to America. Bad Boys 4 in the middle, kind of being neutral.
Yeah.
And then Beverly Hills Cop 4.
You know they bringing Malcolm in the Middle back.
Now that it's a little mini series though.
Hey, hold on, Dust.
Motherfuckers grown up.
You have a nominee for Comeback of the Year. There's still a major.
Why do you think we're talking about Bad Boys 4?
I got nothing.
I said Will Smith.
Oh, all right, fine. You're gonna make me do it. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams, exactly.
But he was never gone.
He
wasn't
was
as
gone.
mainstream.
Cat
From the
he
mainstream, he
from
was
mainstream,
gone.
but Cat was getting his money. You don't
Yeah, he
realize
was
it.
right.
Getting his money and being in the mainstream are different.
That is true. That nigga is GQ Man of the Year.
Do you
So
know
I
how
can
many
understand
people
what you're
have like 8 million Twitch or YouTube subscribers that we've never fucking heard of?
Is Cat Williams?
When I do think about a comeback, though, I do think about in the sense of there you have to have something to come back from. Cat Williams had his moment in Atlanta. He won a fucking award for it. So
Yeah.
Cat Williams could be in the diaspora. He just chooses not to be. When he came back, he started problems.
Yes, and the fact he still chose not to be, and then he chose to come back.
Is Cat Williams the Kendrick Lamar of comedy?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mr. Pop Out and Show nigga?
Because of the age, attitude, yes. Age, no.
Well, I'm not, obviously.
Not,
I'm not
not
talking
like
about
that.
age.
Did you
Yeah.
watch
But I'm talking
Cat's
about
newest
aura,
special?
once again.
It wasn't.
Any of y'all seen James'
I
new
think the
special?
fucking Shay Shay episode is a special.
Hey.
That's
No,
the
his
funniest
Shay Shay
shit I've
episode
ever heard
is-
in my life.
On fire. His,
odd nigga
his
out.
That's a
stand-up
special to me.
special afterwards was not that good.
After about the 18th, Atlanta saved my life. In that motherfucking Jamie Foxx special.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be like, alright, I'm ready to go pee. I'll be right back.
His whole story about being offered $50 million by Diddy seems a lot more credible now.
I'm just, you know.
This guy really came across like a prophet.
It was beautiful though.
We
I just,
covered.
it was wonderful.
We covered the whole Jamie thing on the pod when it happened, right? And I talked briefly about the conspiracy theory that Diddy was behind what happened to Jamie that everybody was talking.
that nigga
And at the
okayed him on baby
time,
oil.
I was like, "That's wild." Diddy got all kinds of other shit to worry about. Why would he do that to Jamie? And now, after Baby Oil Gate, I'm like,
I think I gotta put some respect on Jamie name though. Like this is honestly what, and I'll tell you my honest opinion about it.
I mean, I think
Because-
we both think Jamie Foxx is probably the most talented motherfucker on the
No,
planet.
not even that, but just like Jamie. You know how it was like some people who were scared to talk bad about Donald Trump.
yeah.
Comedy wise, I feel that way about Jamie Foxx. I watched the video of this nigga single handedly end a nigga career just by narrating his set. Doug Williams is still mad about that shit to this day, nigga. I would
Yeah.
pray that Jamie Foxx would never hear no shit like this. Coming from you. Jamie, we respect you, we love you. And I just feel like it was very, to me, it was misleading because that was more of like, I would look at it differently going into it had he named it something like, what had happened was the Jamie Foxx experience
You're right.
instead of a comedy special. Because it was so
like a Jimi
personable,
Hendrix
it's like you
album.
were telling a story.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
And
I
even
Jamie
the
Foxx
way
and the Experience.
Because he's funny. Jamie Foxx is naturally funny,
Yeah.
but I feel like more of his thespian came out because certain things that he said in the special,
Yeah.
I feel like just based off of his inflection and his cadence and the way that he expressed it, it could have been funny if he wanted it to. But
I had
it
not
wasn't.
watched
but
Jamie
he's been
Foxx's
through.
newest special.
He's been
I saw
through
it
so
didn't
much
release though.
recently that
Right.
it probably was a little hard for him to be as funny as he used to be.
But that shit made me shut a real nigga tear.
I
At
mean,
the
like
beginning,
Netflix,
Yeah.
when he came out
it
with that.
tagged it as like
Black Man
funny
Joy.
and then heartfelt. So
Blow it out your ass. It's a stand-up special. It's not funny. I don't get the Netflix opinions on my special.
I would call it a special, but not a.
I would love if
Yeah.
Netflix
Stand-up.
like
First of all,
automatically played John Mulaney
just say
Baby
stand
J
up.
after, just because it was still quote heartfelt.
I don't know, nigga. Jamie Foxx had like a brain aneurysm. John Mulaney just stopped doing coke.
Yeah, I like John Mulaney's take on it because
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't tuned into John Mulaney. Like
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Big
fair.
Mouth, I love Big Mouth. When it first
Yeah.
came out, loved it. Then it got weird. I went away on deployment. I'm like, I'm not really about to But when I came back, I didn't know of all the things that had happened.
Can't
I
watch
just
Big
see that
Mouth
this
on
nigga
deployment.
has a new special. First of all,
Are you a
I was in the
groomer,
Middle
or
East.
you
You know
watch it?
for a
You
fact
watch
they
it?
did not have Big. Crazy part, they didn't have Big Mouth, but they had Rick and Morty on Netflix.
I'm not surprised about
That's
that.
insane.
I'm not
That's
surprised.
insane.
I'm not surprised.
But so I just come back and I see this nigga has a special. On the
Yeah.
cover, he look all sweaty. I'm interested.
Pause.
Pause?
Okay.
Full Diddy.
No Diddy, but it's like because you gotta think
Some
about
Diddy,
it.
little Diddy.
All of his specials, he comes out clean cut. This nigga literally looks
Yeah.
like a porcelain fucking doll. This nigga look like he a manager, like a union manager who be beating the shit out of his.
And the one where he looks fucking awful is the one where he's sober.
Yeah. He's like, no.
The line that I will never ever forget from that Mulaney special is, "Have you ever thought of a faster way to make $6,000
Oh gosh, that was an
than
amazing
to
story.
spend $12,000?"
Amazing fucking story. I liked his one of John Mulaney's favorite jokes. I was maybe like 16 when I saw this, but one of his favorite jokes, he was talking about he wished that he was a comic back when like Def Jam days.
Hey, yo.
Talking in that cadence and shit like that, and it was really really good.
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. John Mulaney on fucking comic people would have been fucking
Yo,
bro.
good.
All right, so we got to vote on best supporting character.
No, it wasn't best supporting.
Or no, we have to. All right, so we have
Comeback
to vote.
of the year.
So
my
we have to
nigga.
vote on comeback of the year.
And I still think Will Smith had a
You can't vote for
glorious
yourself.
comeback. I'm not voting for myself. I'm voting for Big Willie style, baby. I shouldn't have held the
That
mic.
was good.
Oh,
Now
you
you did the whole
hands
thing.
when
You
I
got
did
it.
You ever
missed
pursue
it.
comedy? All your intro music better be Will Smith shit. I'm talking about the newer
Miami.
shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
Yo,
new
he even dropped new music.
Yep,
for
go
this
ahead.
Bad Boys music.
Bump that Triumph on repeat
I
and see how you
ain't
feel.
heard none of it. Son.
Go ahead.
No, that's not true. I listened to one of them joints. I don't even remember what the
No,
title was.
and
son.
you just seem to love the Smiths, so go ahead,
Yeah.
play that Jaden
The
Smith.
Smiths.
Honestly,
With the Will Smith featuring. On that icon, your icon living, ain't you, nigga? You icon living.
The Smiths means drastically different things in the black community and the white community. The Smiths.
You heard it.
Willow is a musical genius.
She is. Oh, I love Willow.
Yeah, Willow is a musical genius.
I was joking when I said.
Me and her just have a conversation.
Yeah.
Bro, I was about to say, it was like,
All right. Can we go down the line with everybody's nominations?
I want to see Willow do like.
Got them all straight.
all right, I don't think I
B with an A.
I think this is already on there, but I have to say, like,
Mr. Smith,
political
don't take
assassin.
anything he said first.
I feel like that became a thing. all
So
over.
Teddy's got assassins.
Oh, Assassins for comeback of the year?
Yes.
All right, time to vote. I'm
It's
the
the
start.
thing that
I'm the
people
start.
just
I'm going with Teddy. Assassins for comeback of the year.
Okay. Look, Assassins is a good one. I don't know. Jamar made a really good, convincing argument for Glorilla earlier, right? Like, I like, going
if Cat
away.
doesn't win this, I'm
and
going to be
reinventing
ashamed
himself.
of all of
I
it.
feel like he should get an honorary one, but it's. I don't know. It's not
I
a
do
comeback.
I feel like this really
It's
is the
not a
year of
comeback.
Cat Williams.
Zach?
This is the year Cat Williams, absolutely, but that.
But best supporting actor or character is done.
I agree with you that he never went away, but like I feel like in terms of like just being in the mainstream thought, I feel like he came. I feel like a couple years ago people weren't really talking about Cat Williams like that often. Now Cat Williams is like
Everybody's like, when's the
Like,
next?
yeah,
He's
no, as
like
soon
back
as
at the
somebody's
level of
dirty laundry
popularity
gets
he
aired
was,
out, they're
like,
like, well, Cat was
earlier
right.
in his career.
Cat being mentioned to the level that he is now, yes. But as for the respect that Cat has had, Cat was never seen prior to all of that is washed.
No.
No, to be honest with you, no. I think he had like, I feel like he had like some like character assassination. He was the victim of some of that. But remember, like before this, like a couple years ago, people was like found him because he got beat up by like the 12-year-old.
I was getting ready to say, I
And they got
don't know
talking
how
about
much
that-
character
talking about that like a
assassination.
decade
He
ago,
was
though.
on video wrestling on the ground with that 16-year-old, son. Like, that was a
Okay,
grown-ass man.
Yeah,
That was like a decade
Over
ago.
a soccer
but that
game.
child is his size, so I feel like that was a fair
I
fight.
wonder.
Over, I feel like it was a
wonder.
fair fight.
My question
right.
is, would y'all rather have just seen Cat Williams whooping a kid ass on video?
All right, Doc,
Yes.
your vote. Your vote. I'm voting for
Stand
Assassins.
by
I
me.
said Glorilla.
You're voting for Glorilla.
Yeah,
Zach, who
yeah,
you
yeah,
voting
I said
for?
Glorilla.
Assassins.
You're going for Assassins?
On all the black
Jamar.
you ever bring to a fucking show. I'm breaking the rule. Glorilla. I'm breaking rules.
Can't break the rules.
He-
Oh, no,
he-
yeah, you get one rule break. You get one rule break. All right, you're voting for Glorilla.
It's still 3-2
I
though.
don't think
You
I'm
better
breaking
not.
the rules because I feel like Assassins is already on the thing, right?
No,
So
you
I'll go for Assassin.
You'd be breaking the rule to vote
Oh
for
wait,
Assassins.
yeah, he
no, I
did.
ain't break
He
it.
did
Okay.
nom that.
I'm not going to break my rule yet. I'm gonna go
But
with
it
Cat
was
Williams.
on the list.
You're gonna go with Cat Williams?
Yeah.
All right, so then we have a tie between
Assassins and Glorilla.
Assassins and Glorilla. So now you,
Glorilla.
Teddy, have to pick between Assassins and Glorilla.
Or
I'm
we could
gonna-
just let
I
our
don't even-
listeners
Was
decide.
Glorilla like a comeback though? Like I feel like
I feel like it
Glorilla's
was.
been.
He made it convince. Listen,
Glorilla like
she
got
was out of the
popular.
she went
Pantheon,
away.
though.
Yeah,
How
and then she
long
went
has
away.
Glorilla's career been where she's been like?
Bro,
Yeah,
let me
man,
put it like
I
this.
really
Let me
never
put it like
knew
this.
Glorilla blew up
before
like
this
last
year.
year.
No, but that's because you're not
Glorilla's
tuned in,
been out
like,
since
You're
like
right!
summer 21.
That's what I'm saying. And she really
That's
said
not
I'm
that
she
the
came
one
out.
of five that's white here.
And
But
she's
it's people
mature.
come out with one album and she took her time.
And she did. She went away.
You can't
she,
tell. All right, let me ask you this.
She
Let me ask you
sharpened
this.
her steel.
Let me ask you this. Glorilla, can you see her album? I mean, her career, her being in the conversation for like at least the next 3 to 5 years.
Look at the trajectory, my nigga. Do you not see the potential growth we are talking about?
I can absolutely
I don't
see
feel like that
Glorilla
comes
sticking around
along
like that.
very often.
I just don't know. If,
A
like,
lot of these niggas have ticked. Think about put it
3
like
years?
this.
Yeah,
Put it
I
like
have
this.
Glorilla sticking around for 3 years.
All
in,
of these
in
motherfucking
conversation.
TikTok songs, all these songs they play in the club are literally fucking TikToks.
They thought she was gonna be a one-hit wonder, is what my nigga was
Isn't this
saying.
just
And
like
then
a
she went
normal
away
album
for a
cycle?
summer and came back, and is
But
breaking
she put out
fucking
an album
heat.
for
Yeah,
All
dude,
over
like
your
we
face.
name our
album.
episodes after #1 hit songs, and we've named like 3 episodes after Glorilla songs
Because we can't name them all of our songs.
or Taylor Swift songs.
Taylor Swift.
Well, I'm breaking the tie. I'm going with Assassins.
Oh, this is pussy.
You nominated Assassins. You
He
So
can
you-
break
You
the
gotta
rules.
vote for the
He
black
gotta-
woman, baby.
Oh, yeah.
You asked me
He
to break
is.
the tie.
It's a 3. That's what. And
Right.
you asked him to
I'm
break the
confused
tie.
about the
all right?
Nah,
Fine, you're
nah.
right, Teddy. Teddy, you're right. So
Glorilla.
I just feel
the
like
2004
let me make it
comeback
Assassin.
player of the
2004?
year.
2004.
Shout out back to 2004.
The 2024 comeback player of the year goes to Assassin.
He must be terminated soon and with extreme prejudice. Which means that you must become assassins.
Fuck you, Dan.
Excellent.
I feel like it's a
I
big
agree.
thing, you know what I'm saying? I feel like back in the day. I feel like back in the day.
Most of
people
these
would get
niggas
assassinated.
missed.
Right.
Most of these niggas missed.
But
They're not
they're
even good
targeted.
at
Hey,
what
They
they
do.
do.
look,
like,
but
and
we're
all of them
talking,
got caught.
like, look, 1 for 3, that's a 333 batting average.
And then
It gets
that
you
nigga-
in the Hall of Fame.
As
And on
far as
that,
we
we're
know.
taking a break.
I think
y'all.
people now know that you can do it.
But it, like, it
You can
used to
do
be
it.
that the assassin 50 years ago, alright, 60 years ago,
Don't piss me off.
assassins were targeting people we liked and didn't want to be shot at. It's all-
It is time to announce the villain of the year.
Oh, that's what
Yes.
that laugh was.
Got this.
Let's start in the middle this time. Zach, who do you nominate for villain of the
Yeah, I
year?
feel like this category is pretty self-explanatory.
I nominate that rat fuck at McDonald's. So I nominate.
That dirty bitch.
Piece
Have you
of
seen
shit,
this?
fucking clash trading son of a bitch?
He was a hero.
Why you gotta
A
shoot this
modern
man?
day Dillinger.
I
You
love him.
dirty bitch.
Exactly. I haven't had to jerk off in 2 weeks.
Yo, have you seen the conspiracy theory, though? Right? That nobody actually snitched on him, and that's why the lady can't get no reward money. That they was using they were using like advanced surveillance techniques, and they caught his face through the kiosk.
And they blamed it on McDonald's, and then McDonald's blamed it on the worker?
Yeah.
And then Burger King got to just score on McDonald's online. We would never do this. We would never do
You know what I want to make a comeback? Burger King putting video games in Happy Meals.
What?
Wait,
Yeah,
what was that?
you remember there was that
No.
like Burger King racing game on Xbox?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Do you remember Sneak?
Oh, I do. No, that was yeah, I do remember that. I played it. That was actually
Burger King
that was
racing
great.
game.
I love that
What
shit.
did they
Was it
include
Burger
it?
Cart or
Like a
Cart?
Harvard Jr.?
Something like that.
It was straight up like Mario Kart, but with like
it was like
Burger
the
King.
Burger King
Happy
guy.
Meals. or
What's the
whatever.
Burger King Happy Meal version? What is it called?
I think it's just the
Burger Prince.
It's
Burger
not,
Prince.
No,
This is a horrible
it's like a
thing.
kid's
Oh,
meal. I
the
think
Prince
it's just
Pack.
a kid's meal.
There you go.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think
Prince
it's
Pack. That's,
No,
if it's not,
definitely
it should
Prince
be.
Pack.
And
Holy shit.
Hey, cut
It's
the check.
right there.
Burger King. You guys definitely need marketing.
Junior
help.
meal or some shit
They
like
should
this?
be nominated for L of the Year because who the fuck is even going
King
to Burger
Junior.
King anymore?
Prince
Me,
Pack.
I go to Burger King.
Do you? You
Yeah.
still go to Burger
That
King?
Impossible Whopper saved my life.
Hey,
Burger
damn.
King is the reason Robert Downey Jr. started doing drugs.
Love Burger King.
No, for real,
Do you
for real,
know
like,
how easy it is to buy drugs in a Burger King parking
the
lot?
story is the nigga looked at the Whopper and was like, "What am I doing with my life?" And I just, that straight up.
That's
From the
wild.
Whopper.
Apparently, that.
I
was
would love
so
to hear
fucked up.
Jamie Foxx tell that story.
I
What's
think it was
wrong
more
with the
because like
Whopper
this
is
nigga
a
came
very
from money
American
and it's like
statement.
I'm at a Burger King right now, I'm about to fuck this Whopper up. What am I
Please,
doing?
I would love to hear
yes,
Jamie
that's what
Foxx
you're
in
doing.
his
Why am I not
impeccable
utilizing
Robert
my
Downey
privilege?
Jr.
All
voice
you
doesn't
tell
need
that
is a
story.
fucking-
It doesn't have to be a crisis moment to eat a burger.
We
No.
love you, big
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but a fast food
That's
burger,
rude.
can we admit that fast food is taking a pretty big I know we're not doing L of the Year yet, but honorary mention should be fast food.
I would like to be a contrarian on that point because when I use the McDonald's app, I get 2 McDoubles for $3.99.
But are you really
No more.
happy with your McDonald's afterwards?
No
Like,
more.
It depends on the
So,
location
Zach,
you get it
just to
from.
clarify,
That's
what was
fair.
yours one more time?
The rat fucking McDonald's that called Luigi in.
Yeah.
The cops.
All right, Doc, next is you.
Crime Stoppers.
I'm mad about
For
that.
villain of
For
the year.
Villain of the Year.
I feel like I get to pick the obvious choice here and say Diddy, right?
Oh,
Because
wow.
Forgot about Diddy.
how did what?
That nigga
What,
sent the
nigga?
jet somewhere.
Next
He
you
wasn't
gonna
even
tell
on
me
it.
you forgot about Dre, nigga? How?
That was good. That was good.
I was
That's
about
good.
to make the joke if you didn't.
There was a black gap that occurred above me. For those just listening.
And we've done this podcast long enough to know that if you didn't make it, you know I would have made it.
I'm
so-
not gonna lie, in the post-production, Dan, you gotta drop one of Clues bombs the moment that the
Yeah.
it's
Are
just-
you kidding me? I know all of the post-production tricks.
Yeah, Diddy.
I have the gay frogs clip saved, ready to go, because I've used it multiple times.
Do you think it's Diddy's baby oil that got in the water and made the frogs gay?
I didn't know Johnson Johnson could do all
Nah,
that.
it made the frogs freaky
I
though.
was trying to write a joke about that. Johnson and Johnson.
Hey,
This is
imagine.
Johnson on Johnson.
What if that did happen though? What if like when they're like they brought the trucks in to bring like all like the baby oil out of his house, like it tipped over on the highway.
I
There's
mean-
like a
Oh,
BP oil
snap.
spill just went into the water and all the fucking all the fish like grew legs and then came out and they started just like raping people.
Niggas have been pissing,
Why did it have to go there?
niggas have been pissing Spanish fly into the public stream for a while. Since
Pissing
like the
Spanish
70s.
fly?
Yeah, since like the 70s, man.
I don't know this reference.
Spanish fly? That's a Cosby reference.
All right, for
Obviously, Diddy and Cosby had the same drug dealer.
next pick for Villain of the Year, Jamar, who do you got for Villain of the Year?
Mike Tyson's ass cheeks.
Hey, listen.
Because I didn't need it. We didn't need it.
That was the moment I should have known that this fight was not going to be serious.
Fuck the camera guy who zoomed in on his ass cheeks.
Why?
And then why did he kiss his son directly after us?
Oh.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Like on the forehead, he was like, "I love you, son," and kiss him.
Why does he kiss with the
Ass
lips?
cheeks out. I'm like,
Yeah, kissing. Can I change my vote to kissing your kids on the lips? Like, I just feel like you know what you be doing with your mouth. Like, you can go European with it. Like a little.
You want to just say Tom Brady?
Yeah, Tom Brady is always a good pick
and
for
I
villain
think
of the
it
year.
would have been seen differently. But Mike Tyson, on record, has told somebody he'll fuck them in the ass till they love him.
Yep.
And he
Was
said
that
in
before or
Mobtown.
after he went to jail?
I was not alive when.
I feel like Mike has been going to jail since like very early. So you know.
I also feel like a lot of us forgot he's been to jail.
A lot of people forgot what he went to jail for.
It's been quite a few.
He did kind of manage to just somehow skate past that, like the one celebrity.
Him, Kobe.
No, they definitely didn't let Kobe forget when he died.
Kobe just had to drop a few at the Garden, bro, when it was over. Like when
He didn't drop a helicopter and it was over.
My gosh.
Damn, I'm surprised you made that joke.
It's been long enough to where I feel
Has it been
okay
long
making
enough?
the joke. I'll just cry on the inside.
It's
That
still
was-
light to us.
That was like 2021. Yeah, like if people made Mac Miller
It
jokes,
was
I would
2020.
be upset.
Was it?
It was 2020. It was literally right before COVID.
COVID happened?
The year of
Kobe
chaos.
said, "Peace out. I'm not dealing with this shit."
Yeah, no, Kobe died. Like, yeah, Kobe died.
March
a while ago.
2020.
Kobe heard they was gonna elect Trump
Man,
again.
same
and he was
month?
like,
March 2020, literally like a week and a half before. So that's why I say the timeline either split when Harambe died or when Kobe retired. It's one or the other.
Holy shit.
And it's like
I
within
love
2
gorillas.
months of each other.
I love gorillas.
This is crazy.
I love Kobe, and I'm a Celtics fan.
I am firmly on Gorilla's Instagram. Gorillas are all over my page. You have Ozempic, I have gorillas.
You know what it is? I feel like there's like a weird, like, this is like a weird, like, kind of, I have a theory, right? I think the timeline actually split at 9/11. And
Yeah.
I think that the more
Yeah.
people believe that 9/11 was an inside job,
Tell us
the
more.
weirder the shit gets.
I want to hear your.
I feel like that. I feel like the
I have
more
them too.
the
Have
more
them.
people that are like,
Has
hey,
Teddy
the
even
government
given
just
us
did
the
that
villain of
shit.
the year?
The more people that are like the government did that shit, I feel like the weirder shit just gets. People just start doing weird shit because it's just like nothing makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
So
Nobody has confidence that the world exists anymore.
yeah, I can't disagree. No, he's not wrong though. He's totally not wrong though, bro. I feel like that's why we got Trump, because everybody was like, "Fuck it." I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
The
Nothing's
looking around,
real.
this is bullshit.
AI is everything is fucking
That's
AI.
exactly why Hunter Biden got pardoned.
Yeah, maybe I should change my vote to AI, because AI should definitely be the villain of the year, bro.
Yep.
Nobody believes everybody, Elon was like, yo, we're definitely living in a computer simulation, and everybody was like, oh, AI runs the world, nigga. Yeah.
I haven't even like
All right,
self-checked.
Teddy, you got to
Yeah,
give
probably.
your nomination for villain of the year.
My villain of the year is Johnson's baby oil.
Johnson's.
Johnson's
Not
baby
both
oil.
Johnsons,
This
just one
nigga's
of
a
them.
Diddy apologist.
Is it
Saying,
Johnson
is it for the
Johnson?
baby
Johnson
Who
oil?
the fuck makes baby oil?
Just the one Johnson.
Big baby oil is my villain of the year because they knew what they were doing.
BBO!
They knew what they're doing.
BBO, Drizzy!
Big baby oil. Big baby oil.
BBO, Diddy!
Big baby oil is the Brown Brothers heroin of 2024. They didn't know what Diddy was doing with all that baby oil.
Damn.
You
Coming
didn't
in on
know.
pallets.
Metro Boomin, please mix the track BBO Diddy.
Did you hear what his lawyer said?
What?
His lawyer was asked about why he was getting pallets of baby oil, and the lawyer was like, "Because Diddy's rich. He buys it in bulk."
Yeah, he also
Costco.
laces
It's
it.
not a
They
bad
said he
answer
got it
anymore.
from Costco. Costco came out
No,
with
you know
like,
the
we
crazy
don't
thing is,
sell
I
baby
know
oil.
exactly how this happened.
He also laced it. That's why it got confiscated.
I feel like Diddy's the type of dude where he's like just drunk one day at a party and they ran out of baby oil once and he just yelled at an assistant. He's like, I want 10,000 bottles of baby oil.
That's exactly it.
All right. I got my nomination for villain of the year. You ready?
I like that as a thing.
My villain of the year is Kendrick Lamar.
Oh no.
You're a villain?
The
like an
strategy
anti-hero.
that he
Yeah,
enacted against Drake was
Fair.
straight up super villain.
An anti-hero.
It was straight up super
Yeah.
villain.
I'm sorry
Like,
that
he collected all of this information,
Then to
dropped
be honest,
Euphoria,
It was
waited for Drake to announce that he was going to drop this disc, and then 12 minutes later, he drops Meet the Grams. 12 minutes later,
It's ruthless. I love
Never let another man piss on
Family
your
Matters was a 6-minute plus long song.
We didn't even get time to let that shit breathe.
Like, we knew that Academics was gonna rant about family matters for at least 20 minutes. So if you drop Meet the Grams by then, that's some straight up supervillain behavior. Now, I'm not saying, like, we all love supervillains sometimes, though. I'm not saying that the supervillain might not be somebody we are rooting for. Because, you know, he may be taking down a bigger supervillain. Fuck Drake. But Kendrick's behavior this year was pretty maniacal.
It was.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna destroy Homelander, right?
It was artful.
You gotta be a sick individual yourself.
Yes.
Right? Kendrick definitely did take on some boogeyman energy. All right, so let's take votes. Let's tally nominations and take votes.
All right, so for my villain of the year pick, considering I can't pick Kendrick, I'm gonna go with Diddy.
He did do a lot.
Yeah.
Did he do a lot?
Oh, he did a lot.
Did he? Did he?
Did he do?
All right, Doc, who you got?
I mean, bro, that Cassie tape was fucking. I can't even. I shouldn't even brought that up because we can't make no jokes about that.
I did on stage.
Nothing really to joke about, considering it's in court documents.
Man, you are bold ass.
You know what's crazy? That's just the first tape that's gonna come out.
See, the thing is I know Zach is one of the boldest people I ever met because he invited his parents to a comedy show.
Reckless.
And then proceeds to talk about his mother's vagina on stage.
She
I
keeps
love
bringing
that
it up.
joke. Shout out, fellas.
She keeps bringing it up.
Shout out, big fellas.
Like, it's a
Big
fucking
Phyllis
boss
is
moment.
crazy.
She would love that name.
Yeah,
I love
she
doing
would
Big
love
Phyllis.
that
Tell
name.
her to hide next time.
Hey, my vote has to go to AI. I know nobody nominated AI, but since nobody nominated, I'm still gonna vote for
So
it.
you're using... Alright, well, you already broke your rule.
Hey, there's no rule against voting for something nobody nominated.
Alright, that's fine. You got AI. Who are you voting for, Zach?
Diddy.
You voting for Diddy?
Diddy. Yeah. Yeah, when the key bridge went down, I was like,
Yeah.
damn, Diddy will do anything
Who
to
you
get
got,
away.
Jamar?
I'm going to have to go with Diddy.
Diddy? Teddy?
Obviously, I have to go with Diddy.
Alright.
Unanimous
Madness.
decision.
It's an actual Batman villain.
Literally.
Unanimous because I couldn't vote
No,
for
you
my
know the
nominee.
craziest thing? He actually is a black Batman.
He is.
I read in one of the lawsuits, right? Someone was at somebody else's house, right? And then Diddy just, she was talking shit to her or some shit. He's like, I'm gonna come over there.
Yep.
30 minutes later, he burst through the door, and then she said that he just pulled baby oil out of like a fanny pack and just squirted it on her. Like this nigga had like fucking like it was like an evil Spider-Man.
And that baby oil was laced. Like, that literally did come out in court
How do
documents.
you
That's
lace
why they had to
baby
confiscate it, was because it was all laced.
It was like
What do you put in it? What do you put in baby oil?
MDMA?
GHB, the date
GHB
rape
in the baby oil?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
Lord
date
have
rape
mercy.
shit.
I didn't know
That's
you could
crazy.
absorb that through your skin.
Yeah, that's what they
Diddy knew that.
You can get drugged through
Diddy.
your skin. Sorry. That's bad.
I had to.
That's wild.
Nobody
mean,
better
listen.
rub shit on me.
This nigga took Tupac from us and Biggie, right? He tried to take
He
Jamie
did.
Foxx from us.
He's bold. You think after you put a hit out on Tupac
Yeah.
and get Tupac killed that you'd lay low?
No.
But no, he said.
I mean, he tried twice.
No, he said.
What do
I'm
you
gonna.
Twice.
The first one was probably still got something to do with Diddy, too.
Oh, you mean the elevator shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Diddy definitely did that.
You should lay low at that point. Instead, he changes his name every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Brother love.
Which is why I love the indictment.
I love how,
love the
like,
indictment.
through
Right.
all
It
of
has
the
all the
Diddy
AKAs
drama,
on it.
they're just
Right.
finding time to clown him for the time he tried to be called Brother Love.
Sean Combs, a.k.a. Puff Daddy,
Oh,
a.k.a.
did you read it?
Yeah.
It's the funniest shit. There's like 45 AKAs.
Dude, I love it because I just feel
so
like
funny.
they have to use
And they have
all
to
of
keep
them in
doing it.
court.
Yeah.
Like, they have to say this shit out
They have to
loud
do all
for
of it.
legal reasons.
Yeah,
Like,
right?
people probably refer to him as
Because
like,
the exhibits have the different.
Yep.
Yeah. There's like fucking 25
These
names.
are all registered names, right?
it's like all the
It's so
different
funny.
names of Satan.
Satan, Lucifer, the devil, Ifrit.
What's the over/under on Diddy Jeffrey Epsteining himself?
Oh, you mean being Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Teddy knows what's up.
Honestly, like, I don't know, because it seems like he's actually not doing too bad in jail. It seems like he's got like people letting him use his phone and shit. People are like apparently like getting in fights on like who can make his bed and shit. Like he's just like running the prison and shit. So like honestly, I feel like, and plus like, you know, with all the other things we know about, I think he might be having a good time in jail.
It just makes me wonder, how many dicks is Diddy sucking to get this kind of fucking treatment?
I think he's just Diddy. I think he's just like, he's rich and like he can put money on people's commissaries and shit.
We have 2 more awards to give out after this break.
You take a sound, any sound, record it, and then change its nature by a multiplicity of operations. You record it at different speeds, you play it backwards, you add it to itself over and over again. You adjust filters, echoes, acoustic qualities, you combine segments of magnetic tape. By these means and many others, you can create sounds which no one has ever heard before.
And we back for the last track. We got 2 more awards to give out, gentlemen.
Teddy, you good over there?
Oh, I'm great.
You living?
Yeah.
We got 2 more awards to give out, gentlemen. We have the most valuable player, and we have the loser of the year. And we are going to start with the loser of the year. And I have many candidates that I want to list off before we even get to nominations, because some of them are just obvious and have to be included. For starters, Drake.
Oh,
Yeah. Diddy. And Brian Thompson.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit, man.
I see.
I'm elated by this.
I felt like it was like those are kind of just obvious and necessary inclusions. There's no like hype or suspense around naming those 3. It's Drake, Diddy, and Brian Thompson. Lying in bed, just like Brian Thompson did. Oh.
Who's somebody you think took the biggest loss of the year? And I mean, you're going first, so you could take the obvious answer that he didn't name.
See, the thing is, I had an obvious answer in mind, but I don't want to say it.
I mean,
obvious
it's the
answers still need to be put out there.
Nah, I can't do it.
You got, alright, so you got
It's
somebody
just
else
like
in
one
mind?
of those moments, kind of points in my career. Like when Denzel choose not to kiss a white woman on screen because of
he
his
thinks somebody's gonna.
That's how you know Jamar's determined to make it.
He thinks somebody's gonna make
PR decisions right now.
It's not even that, but it's just like
2025.
this is. I know for a fact if I say it, it's just gonna be misconstrued later on. And be like, he hates such and such a group. I'm not gonna say it because they,
Because they know,
they already know.
I'll take that when it comes to me.
So yeah,
training is key.
I feel like you should.
I feel like he's about 1 sentence away from offending a lot of hoteps.
Not hoteps. Not hoteps.
Strong guess by that guy.
Kind of. In the same realm, not really. This group has a lot to do with how a hotep operates.
Hose?
Oh.
Jamar Taylor doesn't stand by any of those views.
It's Christmas time!
Mobtown Comedy as an entity.
Holy shit.
As 1/3 of the sole proprietors of Club Shake Shack.
Teddy.
No, Jamar's not actually named his villain.
Yeah.
Who's your villain?
Not villain, lost.
Or lost. Who's the lost?
We're all lost, but I mean,
this is a really good question.
Jamar is a loss
How do
of
you
words.
quantify loss?
Right?
All right, we'll come back to
fall
Jamar.
from grace. Somebody who stood to gain the most and lost the most, or
Jamar?
somebody who really
Sit on
let
it.
everybody
Teddy.
down.
Teddy. Loss of the year.
But I feel like I want to expand.
I didn't say it, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't say it.
It was not Jamar Taylor that said
It was not Jamar Taylor who said that shit.
It was not
You guys
Jamar
heard that
Taylor
Teddy
said
Kane gets
that.
I mean, I had the Democratic Party written down, so
You never gonna make it on BT now.
I had the
No,
whole
honestly-
Democratic Party written down.
Yep.
I think the biggest loss of the year was taken by like the previous form of reality. Not to sound like I'm Jaden Smith.
Oh, so
But I feel
PH
like-
pre-Harambe.
No, I feel like we've been going through like a weird sort of like transition as a society. But I feel like this year really solidified that like the United States, I feel like, is no longer like real.
This nigga took the Scooby-Doo approach and was like, the whole time the monster was really us.
No, I feel like it's true. I feel like the biggest loss of the year was taken by society.
Yeah.
I feel like society is just like now at a point where like nothing nothing. You can't take anything seriously.
Teddy,
Everything's a joke.
Teddy,
Life itself has become a
Teddy,
joke.
I hate to break it to
a
you.
young 20-something.
Teddy, I hate to break it to
60-year-old
you.
man.
But we all live in a society.
Oh man.
See, I don't know how to put this into like.
I mean, I think you articulated it beautifully, my nigga.
But you're smart.
No, I think reality is like not what it used to be. I feel like there used to be a point in time, if you think about like in the 90s, shit just like everything now is just like a parody of what reality was.
The
30
amount
years
of
ago.
subjective reality has become greater than the amount of objective reality.
Seriousness took the L in 2024. Nobody's serious about everything in reality. It's great for comedy. No, I mean, I feel like every aspect of the world we live in now is just a joke.
Yeah. It is idiocracy, right? Like, we are totally living in the simulation right now.
Just proof of that, this episode.
I got it.
None of this is normal?
None of this is normal. Do you have a nominee now?
Yes. And I feel like we all will agree. I don't know her name. Wait. It's not Pinky Doll. That's another name. But who was that girl who used to do them TikTok lives that was like, yes, popcorn, yum.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is Pinky Doll, ain't
Pinky
it?
Doll.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
the
talking
AI,
about
the NPC streamer?
bro?
Never seen this.
Yeah, you
I
have.
know of.
That's
Yeah,
the
you
only
have.
year.
Yeah, the NPC streaming was
Yeah,
a thing
agree.
for like
So
2
good.
months.
You not hip to the NPC streaming?
I don't know what those letters mean.
Non-player
Oh,
character.
that NPC. Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, but like the turn that her year has took. First of all, if you didn't keep up with her,
No, I did not.
I
you
keep
don't
up
know
with
that what
NPC
she
Miles
does
Morales.
for TikToks is eat like a whole bunch of food.
Oh, she's one of them.
Like a lot of nigga.
The mukbang joints. Yeah.
Nigga. And she will really sit there and eat the whole fucking thing.
Oh!
She ain't got no cuts in
Oh,
that
like
joint?
she works at Whole Foods.
Yo, she has the car joint. She has the car tray that you put on the wheel. She got exposed for her OnlyFans earlier this year.
Oh,
There's just a lot of shit going on, and I don't feel like, especially like you said, in the direction that NPC Miles is going. It's not necessarily that I wasn't rooting for her. Get your bag, pop that popcorn. It's a healthy snack. But
listen, don't sleep on the popcorn. That's a low cal snack.
But
You
it's
eat a
like
ton of that shit,
this
bro.
is just I don't know. That's just a big fucking L.
Yeah.
She tried to drop a fucking song. Yes, Papa. Yo, it's like the root of my nightmare fuel.
Oh, you really deep into this rabbit hole, son.
It's just like random shit that I've seen all year, and I'm like, but every single time it's like if you see somebody who's like a distant family member or like a friend you went to middle school with, you go to high school.
Yeah.
You like see them around the neighborhood, but y'all don't go to the same high school. Then like one time you see this nigga, he got on his uniform, but he got a flag in his pocket. Next thing you know, this nigga ganged out. Like it's like you don't see him all the time, but every single time you see him, it just takes a leap for the worse.
Yeah, you watch her
more
fall
and
into
more.
the streets more. You saying she real? She real for the street. What do we think the future is though for streamers like that, right? Like they can't all be Jake Paul fighting 60-year-old men on Netflix.
But I feel like people have their lanes. Like honestly, and it's not necessarily a big For a while, in my opinion, I felt like the Kai Cenat thing was like after a while, it was just you had to keep going bigger and better.
Yeah.
Who's the next person? Who's the hot person right now? But even like recently with the Thanksgiving stream, he brought back people that we enjoyed prior to on the stream,
and they made a fat cake.
and made a whole bag from that shit, and it was entertaining. So I just think niggas had their lanes, even like certain shit. Nigga, I just seen a viral TikTok the other day of a nigga. Wait. I just seen a viral TikTok the other day of a nigga doing the Denzel monologue from fucking Training Day, but in Carl Weezer from Jimmy Neutron's voice. This is a real thing.
So, yeah, like, shit. I totally forgot.
Nice.
I had the tag in. And then I forgot.
Woo! Teddy.
Yeah.
I know it's not loss of the year, right? But like we are talking about like the future of streaming, and we are in Trump's America now, right? They talking about banning TikTok. So what do you? I mean, do you think streamers are about to take the biggest L of 2025, or how do you feel about that landscape?
No, I think streaming is probably going to blow up more next year, which I feel like is probably like bad for humanity. But at the same time, I feel like people are just going to become more and more addicted to being online. And people are just going to watch. Like, I feel like people are just going to watch streams of people just do stuff that doesn't make any sense.
So you think the parasocial relationships are going to grow more?
I feel like eventually people are get to a point where no one actually goes outside and people just watch streams of people that go outside for a living and film it.
That's wild because as one of the things I saw growing in popularity this year was the authenticity of IRL, right? Like all of the AI on the internet now, right? And it being so hard to distinguish what's real, who's got a filter on their face, is this an ad? Like, is this Russian propaganda? People are like, I'm off. Right? Like, people are looking for third spaces again. They're looking to go to new venues. They're finding
outside
niche markets and things to go to and experience. We did a story earlier on in the year on how, like, Gen Z is spending money on these, like, social clubs and stuff like that to meet and interact with people so they don't have to be on dating apps.
They really just have to be shitty
there's like
comedians.
these like apps and shit now where like you can pay and they just like reserve a spot at a table for like you just meet, you have like dinner with random people and shit.
Yeah, we
which
literally
like this
just
is
did
cool,
it.
but like people just used to do that, like
right.
Like I feel like now like you're like they're like monetizing things like I feel like even dating apps are like the first form of that, where it's just like instead of like I feel like back a long time ago most people would just meet in person. I feel like now like dudes are like paying to like meet people, which is like I don't know. I feel like us as comedians we're just like out so much, like we don't like think about this, but like oh, there's like people that I work with that just like don't go out ever. Like they go to work and then they just go home.
Well, there's nowhere to go. Third spaces took a huge, or have been taking a huge.
I mean, that's like I said before we started recording. The reason I started stand up was because I didn't want to stay at home and I didn't want to rely on people to go out. So.
There was a huge bowling alley right up the road that I guess went out of business during COVID, and they're turning it into a car wash. Like that's what I'm like. What the fuck, bro?
They
like,
don't even have to change the alleys.
A car wash, big as hell.
I say this as a critic of on the left. As part of that left with skin in it. The whole entire fucking Democratic Party.
Wait, you're Jewish and you have skin in the game?
Shout out to Bernie.
The entire fucking
Yeah.
They're so full of shit.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
We
They
need
have, like,
more
absolutely
mean,
no
petty
finger
Democrats.
on the pulse of anything.
We need more mean and petty Democrats. We need more Jasmine Crockett's.
Shout out to Al Franken.
Shout out to Jasmine Crockett.
Man, it was quite
An
disappointing.
age limit.
I knew we were hanging on. I knew like we had like a fart in the wind and a hope on a prayer, right? But like,
what do you think we get first? Age limits for driving or age limits for Congress?
We'll get rid of daylight savings time because that's what
I thought we already got rid of that.
Trump is talking about officially doing it. So,
I don't know anything about whether that's good or bad. Like, I guess what farmers and other people need to know. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
know.
those are the
I don't
ones
know
that care about
I don't
it.
know what the pros and cons are about the daylight savings.
Yeah, me neither.
Time is a man-made construct. So
Yeah, that part. That part.
Shit.
Time is a man-made construct just so we can make science make sense.
All right, biggest out of the year, boys. Who do we all agree took?
So
the
whose turn
hardest
is it
fall
for
from
nominating?
grace?
Well, did we already? I think
everybody went, and I think.
All right, so I'm going to. I think the Democratic Party took the biggest L of the year.
Yeah, I think the unanimous choice has to be Kamala.
Like, how do you fuck this up? This motherfucker really went on stage, not on SNL or anything else, on a straight-up debate and said they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats with his whole chest, and you lost.
Well,
They don't
also
understand the
fact that
electorate at
They
all.
raised
No.
$1 billion and now they're $20 million in debt, and they're just paying people for shit that made no sense.
Yeah.
It's like they paid like. Would you see how much money they
Give
spent
on Oprah. They give Oprah a lot.
I'm
They
wondering
gave
how much money
Beyonce,
they
like,
gave fucking
$3
Shannon
million.
Sharp.
I like how Oprah asked for money. Give me money.
Honestly, I respect.
I mean,
now.
paying for the look. I mean, it's no different than
That's
Trump
funny,
charging the FBI to stay at Trump hotels and shit. When
Oh,
he was
Trump did
running.
the same
Is it? Is it really no different?
I mean,
Trump
look,
did the same thing with parties.
yeah, I'm gonna say it's no different because it didn't fucking work. Trump went on fucking what's the dude with the mullet?
Theo Von?
Yeah,
Von.
Trump went on Theo Von podcast and everybody found that shit endearing.
Yep.
Fucking Kamala sat on the couch with Oprah and thought people was gonna connect with that shit. Man, no.
Don't
they
forget,
told
she
Tim
chat-
Walsh to
she-
stop calling
she-
them niggas weird,
She
and
did
that
sit
was the
on
best
Shannon
thing
Sharp's
she had going.
couch too.
She did. She went on Shannon Sharp.
She was on Shannon Sharp as well.
I mean, she
like
had
a week
ta-
and a half before the election.
Bruh, she
Kamala
had
Harris?
Taylor Swift
Yeah,
behind her.
yeah.
She had Taylor Swift behind her. She went on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
She hit all them checkpoints and ain't none of
I
that
go home
shit
and watch
worked.
that shit. I never
Bro,
knew that.
because I
Are you
feel like-
serious?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe like it's the traditional media that took an L in 2024.
Yep.
So I feel
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like you spent like $1 billion on like all of like every single celebrity endorsed you. I feel like people in
cares
general
about them.
just don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck
How
about
many
It's like,
like
the internet
like
is the thing
smart
now. Like nobody cares about like television
Don't
or
give a
like
shit about
any
this,
of
no.
that like
Yeah.
like
traditional stuff.
Doc, how many like smart media personalities have we seen that have just been like super pissed off when they said, honestly, I think it's because she's a woman.
I saw an article trending the other day that was,
I saw a lot of personalities
that
react
was
People say that.
exactly that way.
whatchamacallit, dude, what the fuck is her name? Lives
disagree.
in TikTok or whatever, was calling science a cult. Like that's that's where we're
Wow.
at now.
That's good.
And, like, so, you know, traditional media, however you want to slice it, the Democratic Party, like, society as a whole, I think, really was the biggest L this year, and that's not just because of Trump, right? Like,
So, who are you going to take for your L?
I mean, I said society.
Society. So we got one for society, one for the Dem Party. You can't vote for the Dem Party.
What are the other ones?
Diddy, the UHO CEO, or the UHC CEO, Drake,
Healthcare.
Alex Jones is another
Oh,
one.
yeah.
What happened to Alex Jones this year?
Infowars got bought by the
Bankrupt, like
Onion.
shit.
And that's
Oh, that's
apparently
hilarious.
in like contest now.
Alright.
I mean, they were always gonna contest it, but just
Yeah.
Infowars.
Wait, how did they like? What was it, like an IPO where they just bought all the shares or something like that? How did they buy it?
So
like,
Alex
it's-
Jones
Yeah.
got hit with a bankruptcy, or he got hit with a settlement for
Oh,
over $1
yeah,
billion
yeah, yeah. Civil
from the
filing,
Sandy
yeah.
Hook victims
Um,
for defamation. To
Oh,
that point, he had
like,
to
bought it
sell
at auction or
literally
something?
everything he
so
owns.
just like liquidated it. Okay.
Yeah, and the Onion bought it,
Yeah.
That's
and
hilarious.
now it's in
Yeah.
like legal
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah.
limbo, trying to figure it out. But the Onion was the lead buyer on it, and all of the Sandy Hook family victims were like,
It was literally the meme where they were like, "We had the opportunity to do the funniest thing ever."
Yeah, and they did it.
Yeah.
and they did it.
The only thing that would have been better is like the Daily Show buying Infowars, right?
No, I think the Onion doing it is actually even better than the Daily Show.
It would have been a flex.
Because, you know, the Onion's parent company is global tetrahedron, not AT&T.
Global tetrahedron. What a fucking name.
Yeah.
See, the best part about that name is I'm pretty sure Global Tetrahedron was a company founded with the intent of buying The Onion.
Global
Because The Onion, for years, would make fun of the, like, deep state mega corporation and call them Global Tetrahedron.
Yeah, so it literally is a spoof.
Like, I think they were literally bought by people who were like, no, we just actually want to own The Onion.
Yeah. Am I picking still?
So we were doing
Yeah, it's your pick. Your pick for loss of the year.
The CEO. That's
Brian Thompson.
I mean,
it's a loss for all of them.
He's dead. I mean,
Yeah, we got one for once.
rich people are actually
he's dead
shaking
and
in their
people are
boots.
literally pissing on his grave. So, it's a pretty big loss.
Are they literally pissing on
Crimea
this
River.
thing's grave?
No,
Is
but
it
I
in the
wouldn't be
ground
I don't
yet?
care at all.
I cannot confirm that they have been literally pissing on his grave.
What's the over-under on people pissing on his grave?
It is not as nearly as high of a payoff as people would
You're
hope.
gonna hire some
You know, I'm
security
surprised that there's no weed named after him. Yeah.
For Brian Thompson?
Smoking on that Brian Thompson.
Thompson pack? Get your
No,
top
'cause
blown
remember
off.
after, like, the Capitol- I remember like back in DC after the Capitol riot, the lady that got shot, they like started selling like weed packs with like her face on it.
That's wild.
I love the fact that somebody showed up on January 6th dressed as Batman. I'm just disappointed they didn't do anything. They didn't pick a side. They just walked around as Batman to show that they were there.
I mean, if you really think about it, does Batman make anything better? He's a rich nigga who walk around beating up on mentally ill people.
Look,
you know
it's
what's
too late in the
actually-
recording for me to take this fight right now.
Superman would never.
Speaking of Batman,
No, for real though.
the greatest thing that you can ever do,
Superman whooping nigga ass right about it in the morning paper.
the greatest thing you ever do is take some sort of drug, whatever you want. Watch American Psycho and then watch The Dark Knight back to back.
Oh shit.
My
That's
man.
actually pretty good.
My man. Can I
It is-
ask you, why are you taking drugs and watching American Psycho? That is,
I'm telling you,
What
trust
else are
me.
you supposed to do?
It's
Why are
too
you taking
cohesive,
drugs and
the way
watching
that it
Christian
goes.
Bale movies in general?
I really see why.
Look at this.
I see why Lex Luthor hate that nigga Superman. Because not only do you be thwarting my ideas, but then your bitch here to write about it too and take pictures. Are you crazy?
It's the same reason people hate Spider-Man, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lois just wrote. Jimmy took the pictures.
All he's got to do is take his glasses off.
Dan, to answer your question.
That's why Lex be mad. He be like, people, you motherfuckers really can't tell. That's the same
The
fucking
plot of the
person.
movie is they're both the same.
Them
They're
fucking-
literally the same. There's some rich dude that is like having mental delusions. But like by the end of American Psycho, you don't even know what the fuck's actually happening anymore.
No, for real though.
And then this nigga just starts believing he's Batman.
Oh shit!
Wow.
Like
Wow.
think about it.
All right, that's it. That's
That's
my
actually a crazy
favorite
take.
film
I like
theory
that.
I've heard.
That's actually a
That's
crazy
my
take.
favorite film
Oh,
theory
yeah.
I've heard since Snowpiercer being a sequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
He
Factory.
hallucinated the whole
You know
Paris
what I'm saying?
dying thing.
Yeah.
He just made that story up.
Mary Poppins, Pennywise,
Are you saying
yeah, I
Mary
have heard
Poppins
of Mary
is
Poppins
Pennywise?
Pennywise.
Miss Frazzle,
Frizzle?
Miss Frizzle,
Yeah.
Miss Frizzle, and what else was it? It was somebody bad. And the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers are all the same race of being.
So wait, Miss Frizzle, Mary Poppins,
Yeah,
Pennywise,
You gonna have
and
to
Jeepers
Because
Creepers?
all of them feed off of
children.
no. All of them feed
They're all
off of powerful emotions.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go
Like-
down this YouTube rabbit hole.
Like groomers.
Not necessarily.
Like parents.
He's charged about this.
Teddy, I'm gonna let you know.
Like
we never get a
Paris.
sponsor. After this episode, we will not be touching any corporate dollars for years. For years.
Alright, so Teddy, who did you vote for?
Mobtown Comedy.
Teddy, who did you vote for?
I'm gonna have to say I'm probably gonna have to say the Democratic Party to be honest.
Alright, Jamar, who you got?
Diddy.
So, in a vote from of 3 to 1 to 1, the biggest loser of the year is the Democratic Party.
It's gotta be, maybe. I mean, who else took a more? I mean, not Katy Perry, not
Biggest
J-Lo.
face plant of the year.
Yeah. So much potential.
Arrogant faceplant.
All right, it's time to get into the final category. The most valuable player of this year's 2024 season of America.
That's right, the one you've waited all this time for. I don't know if you've been waiting all this time for. You might have wanted to hear who the best supporting character was, but...
So, my nominee off the top, I'm gonna have to name Kendrick Lamar Duckworth.
Took me so long to know that was his last name.
He only put it as his last track on his last
I know.
or 2 albums.
I know.
Duckworth is straight.
It is a wild last name. Great song.
Doesn't beat Jaguar.
Great song. No. Did you know that Kendrick's mom named him Kendrick after Eddie Kendrick?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Damn. See, that
It's actually
nigga
true.
is black. He is what the culture feels.
It's true. Don't look at me like that, Jamar.
That's good knowledge.
But my nominee for
Did you-
most valuable player is Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
Who you got, Doc?
Who, the most valuable player of the year? I'm gonna have to nominate Joe Rogan. Because you know,
Yeah, you're not
Joe,
wrong.
with that podcast, baby, and then coming through and talking all that shit about kids pissing in litter boxes, and just it really worked for the right in the long run.
And the fact
you
that
know?
Kamala said no.
He's a modern day who was a Nazi propagandist, Himmler or whatever.
See, the thing is, like, I can't even go at him that bad on that because he actually did press Trump on some shit.
Did he though?
I mean, not like an antagonistic way, but like I'm trying to be neutral kind of way.
I guess.
I mean, it's the best you can expect from a pothead who lives in Texas. He just got a lot of CTE
I mean,
that he's
say
been
it,
treating with weed.
You say it a lot for a guy who had a former president on his podcast, but I got you.
I'm pretty sure he's had multiple former presidents on at this point.
Former
Candidates.
president?
I'm pretty sure he's had Obama on.
Did he have Obama?
No, I don't think it was about that.
I was gonna say Bush.
You know what I really just
It
want
wouldn't,
to happen?
I wouldn't be surprised if he had any of them on,
I
honestly.
feel like when Trump gets inaugurated again, like I want like after he puts his hand on the Bible, I want Bruce Buffer to come out and just be like, "And new," and then Joe Rogan just puts the belt on him and just like.
Yeah.
Personally, I'd rather have the Super Smash Brothers announcer go, "New challenger approaching."
That would be funny. Yeah. So that's my nom.
All of a sudden, JD Vance walks up. Trump gets taken out by a sniper bullet. Hi, Ted.
That's my nom.
All right, Zach. Who's your nom for MVP?
Luigi.
though.
I'm serious.
The exact
Luigi.
opposite.
Luigi.
Joe Rogan's eyebrows could never.
He's a class traitor. He comes from one of the wealthiest families in Maryland. He has no reason to even feel a way about the insurance industry that preys on poor people.
Gilman
He shouldn't
boys
give
down
a
50
fuck.
points.
All right, he went to Gilman,
Gilman boys down 50 points. Y'all down bad right
but he
now.
does care. He cares so much he's putting bullets in people,
Hey, he did.
and I respect him
With
for
a
that.
3D printed gun.
Yes.
And didn't off himself at the end like a real motherfucking G.
You wanna go get
He
some
should have
ass
just wore.
out
He
there.
should have wore.
That really is like, he's so looking forward
that's
to
what he
the
mad about,
acquitted
right?
pussy.
I'm trying to
He's
kill him
so
and
looking
kill the
forward to that.
pussy.
Yeah, that's exactly what he mad about. This nigga had that surfing accident and was like, you know, I ain't been able to lay pipe since.
And I think that's what like kind of throws me up about this conspiracy. Y'all literally caught this nigga flirting trying to get some trim. You tell
Should
me
have wore
his dick
ski
don't work.
mask.
Yeah, right.
He should have wore ski mask.
It just hurt the whole time, right? And nobody wants that.
So
You
did he
should have
really
kept
be,
the ski mask
now
on
when
at
you look at
Starbucks.
girls, is it not
Cover the
like,
eyebrows.
oh, she has a fat ass, but it's like, am I willing to feel hip pain?
He's
Yeah,
got those.
yeah,
He's got
yes.
those Anthony Davis eyebrows.
I know.
Where like it's
horrible.
it's a unibrow and everything
I
but
said,
name.
Shit, they got him. Saw that cab
That's a
photo. I
solid
said we're
nom.
fucked.
All right,
Solid
Teddy, it's
nom.
your nominee for MVP of the year.
My MVP of the year is conspiracy theorists.
Mm.
Because I feel like in 2024, everybody's just like, damn, I guess like everything's just true. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the stuff that everybody's like, nah, that's crazy. Like now it's just like, I mean, you know, That's just how it
There's
is.
fucking drones in the sky.
Bro, I was so
Right.
pissed after the election. Joe Rogan really went on his fucking podcast and was like, "Well, I guess voting actually does work." I was like, "Nigga, you know the fuck
You don't
what?
say.
You know the fuck what? I hate y'all. It's so loud. It's so loud, but they don't say nothing. Anyway, conspiracy solid nom.
All right, Jamar, who is your nomination
It's all
for MVP of 2024 season of America?
That's a good question. Come back to
It
me in
is
like 2
the
minutes.
question.
Come back to me in
What
like
you
2
been doing? We've
minutes.
been talking.
All right.
I've been thinking and staying engaged.
All right, so I will say, based off of the nominations, and considering I cannot vote for my own person, I'm gonna have to vote for Luigi Maggione.
Right. Right.
That guy came out like an October
The
surprise.
Italian stallion himself.
The what?
The Italian stallion himself.
Yeah.
Ba-ba-da-ba!
I feel like I need to hear Jamar's nom before we just go voting all crazy, bro.
I don't know. It's because this is the top spot.
And there's already some good
This
nominations.
is the
the person
number
of the
one
year.
spot. This is the motherfucker of the year.
You don't have to nominate somebody you think is gonna win. You have to nominate.
No, it's not even that. But just who did great work?
You got it. You can nominate somebody who you know deserves a chance.
Taylor Swift.
No.
I mean, she does. She is a viable competitor.
Look at my face right now.
Charlie XCX.
Charlie XCX.
What in what mind
Would you nominate Taylor Swift?
do you
You don't have a nom.
this nigga?
I'm like the keyword box at the
It's-
bottom of the page. I'm just trying to help you.
The Is What It Is podcast.
Andrew Schultz.
No, fuck that. It was like 2022. You might have had me there, nigga.
He wishes. You fucking.
Honestly,
Tony Heathcliff.
hell no. This is gonna be pretty obvious on the nose.
Anthony
The
Anderson.
man who opened the portal himself. Cat motherfucking Williams.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was hoping somebody nominated him.
Cat motherfucking Williams. It was like staring in my face, and I was either gonna give it to him or Sexy Red. Because
All right,
she came
so
out with
we've all got our nominees. Ready? Let's name our nominees.
She came out with a lip gloss that was called gonorrhea, and y'all niggas still bought it.
Let's name our nominees down the line. So I have Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, fuck, I don't even remember who. Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Luigi.
Conspiracy theorist.
Cat
And-
Williams.
Cat.
I gotta throw my recency bias aside. I gotta go with Cat Williams.
It's a pretty solid cat for me.
Cat for me too.
I had to go with Luigi because I feel like he broke a glass ceiling. I feel like he made. No, really. Shut the fuck.
Italian guys ain't been hitting for a while.
The Italian.
I feel like
I feel like
Sacrifice
Cat
really
broke
well.
that glass ceiling more than anyone.
Fuck Christopher Columbus statues. I want
A Cat Williams statue.
Mangione statues.
This nigga with the fucking the hairstyle from the first
Come on.
special and the green.
Yo,
suit
let's
and
just get
shit,
like
but it's
Cat Williams
made out of
leading
fucking
against
bronze
Luigi
and shit.
Maggione
Willy
like
Wonka
it's
or
fucking
something.
Forrest Gump
Fucking
scene.
Cat Williams Day where we
No,
all
'cause
do
I
the
think in
listen,
2025
we don't judge.
I feel like people are just gonna start getting shot all the time.
Damn.
I feel like it's just gonna become a thing.
So, who's your goddamn pick, Teddy?
Oh, is Luigi.
Yeah.
Alright, so at that point, in a 3-2 vote, I will say as a surprise, the MVP of the year is Cat Williams.
None other than the motherfucker.
Bang, 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 bang.
Speaking truth to power.
Now I
Keeping
will
it
say,
funkified.
even though it doesn't make a difference,
Hey, at
Mr.
least
Kendrick
we know
Lamar,
how
that
much
GNX
Diddy is paying per
it's
hole.
hard as fuck. That GNX
Paying
is a
per
hard
hole?
fucking
What?
Oh, yeah.
$50 million!
beautiful piece of work.
Would you get fucked for 50
I listened to this. This is gonna be my album of the
By
month
Diddy.
for December. That's not even done my Spotify rap. That's just how much I've been
See,
listening
that's
to.
the thing, though. Like,
Reincarnated?
All of these microphones are still on, everybody.
I don't
Say
care.
now.
Man,
$50
No, I
million?
want to hear
Say
it.
now.
Diddy can fuck me 50 million.
Hey,
I'm not even gonna lie. Nobody's talking about
I need
it.
to know the parameters of what's gonna be
Yeah.
done to
That's the
me.
way to open the
And
album.
agree to
Yeah,
that.
it was. Whacked
That-
out
the
murals.
last
There is
time
a
I was
certain
there,
thing that I would agree
All
to.
I know is I'm not gonna lie, the fact that none of this is fucking normal.
And that has been our final episode of the year. We are wrapping up here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in with us every Sunday throughout the year, even though, you know, sometimes it may come out on a Tuesday or Friday.
Turn up on a Tuesday.
With your boys, your favorite weekly pop culture digest, favorite weekly pop culture digest, and we'll be back at y'all next year with more hot takes and more fire comedy.
Well,
Shout
hold on,
out
we
to
still
the
have
Mobtown guys for coming through and dropping their hot takes and giving their opinions on some of the more memorable trending moments of the year.
Also, we have to give a shout out to our Patreons, Enraged Peacock, a cat named Cool Slater, and Thunder Knight Ryle.
And y'all keep it safe for the holidays.
And remember to buy all of your Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic the Gathering, Flesh and Blood, One Piece, board games, card game supplies at tokenmtg.com and use the promo code Ziggy to get 10% off of your order!
Mobtown guys, would y'all like to drop y'all plugs?
Oh yeah, follow us at mobtowncomedy.com, Instagram, Mobtown Comedy. We do shows all out through Baltimore.
Every Thursday at the Manor.
Every Thursday at the Manor in Baltimore. Every other Tuesday at the Royal Blue.
First and third Tuesdays starting in the new year.
Third.
Yeah.
Wait a second, can we just, acknowledge the fact that, we finished the entire award show and Drake and Kendrick, neither one got an award?
I think we're all collectively, I don't want to say tired of it, but it's like, alright, y'all niggas can rap. Let's go home.
Yeah.
Let's go to sleep.
I feel like, honestly, for me, I feel like this is just something that I feel like should have happened 10 years ago. I feel like it's just too late for this beef.
That's what Kendrick wanted.
It's
Kendrick wanted it 10 years ago.
It's like a nigga stole another guy girl at the prom, and then 10 years later, the first nigga tried to fight the second.
The way that you just said that makes me realize that you're almost intentionally saying phrases with the intent to say pause afterwards, to which I'm going to say, bye!
He's not a real vegetable.
Look, it's a flood.
The flood.
It's flooding.
Get away.
Quick, we need to get to higher ground.
Open the floodgates.
Wait, why can't we talk about Black Sabbath?